Ant-Man is not dead.
There's a giant man that died.
No, Goliath died.
That's the same,
what was
same
it?
power, though.
Someone, I already mentioned it was on some review. It's like the cardinal rule. Oh, no, it was Mike Bird from, I think it was episode 5. Civil War. It's like they did the cardinal rule of, like, cliche storytelling. Like, the black guy is the only guy who dies, and he dies first. And so, and no one really cares at first. I'm like, oh, whatever. Goliath is actually pretty cool. Well, yeah, it was the second, no, was it the first or second? No, second incarnation of Goliath. It was black exploitation Goliath, pretty much.
I'm so behind.
Like black exploitation, like Luke Cage with the tiara and the chains.
70s Marvel, yep.
Nice.
Like Bronze Age, I guess you would call it. Yeah, that's pretty much how that went.
Yeah, he had an afro and a tiara.
Yeah.
When he first started out.
And Sweet Christmas.
That's right. Sweet Christmas.
Some comic books from like the 70s are just like unreadable. It's like
some of it's pretty awesome. Some of the art is amazing, and some of the stuff is readable. And it all depends how you take it. I mean, that
even
medium.
Secret Wars, when I was reading Secret Wars, it's like so hammy. Like so much of it is so hammy, but like the underlying premise is amazing. But then it's like
you don't necessarily read it for the dialogue. That's why it's.
Yeah.
It's not like Hammerstein, but
it's true.
To go backwards a second though, Ant-Man I always thought was really cool because his first appearance in the '60s, early '60s.
Yeah, Journey to Mystery, one of those books, one of the early ones.
It was just a science fiction story. Like that's all it was. It was. I think it's them. You know that movie about the giant ants and stuff. Like he shrinks down, and he has a scientific fictional adventure with ants. That's sci-fi at its heart. I always loved that about Ant-Man. And then they just figured out a way to weave him into the Marvel superhero universe.
He was an Avenger, wasn't he?
Same, he was, Same with Human Torch and Giant Human Torch thing. They had their own book besides after they were in the Fantastic Four, I think, but they had their own book too. And Iron Man was in Journey. Was it Mysteries?
Journey into Mystery was Thor.
It was Thor, yeah. Thank you. Who had his own book before Avengers? Captain America.
Iron Man shared a book with Captain America.
Yeah. Suspense. Tales of Suspense.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty much like a spillover from the EC days, like a real murder story.
Yeah,
like
EC stuff was awesome. It was just so like Tales from the Crypt-esque.
Yeah, well, it was Tales from the
Crypt.
So I mean, you're very right. It's very emulative of itself. But let's just talk. I mean, this is probably the longest intro. It was like 2 minutes. And we were recording a little bit before, and I was just like testing knobs and all that. Knobs. We're gonna try to keep it as kosher as we can today because there are kids walking around. So I'm gonna try to keep my pants on. If you know what I'm saying? I will seriously, yeah. JB's my rock. He is my sponsor. He's trying to keep me from doing it.
Kicking it with JB from JB Inks today.
Hello.
JB is the producer, another producer
and co-director. I'd say. Although he said that a bit, and I don't take offense to him being co-director.
Right.
I mean, why would I be offended by that?
Sure.
I clearly am the director, but I think by sharing the title, it makes me seem like a better person.
Like a cooler, nicer, all-around good guy person.
Yeah. So with that being said.
So I guess you could say like everybody, all the main authorities from My Name Is Jonah is here today. So we'd like to talk to you a lot about
comic books.
Yeah. Anything else but My Name Is Jonah.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, which is, So moving on, and speaking of comic books and My Name Is Jonah, I'm not talking about it. We are in Comically Speaking today, and it is, there's a sale going on right now.
We are?
Right now. Yeah, JB, we kind of sheepishly put him in the car, and rolled him up in a carpet, and then brought him in here. And, he's fine with it.
JB.
Yeah.
It's already been the most fun I've ever had in my life.
Chloroform will wear off.
Well, we did a form of waterboarding that wasn't, we had surfer music. We don't know the real method of waterboarding, so we put on surfer music and just had them
skeet surfing.
We were
intro from Top Secret.
We were just hitting them with surfboards the whole time. So.
Yeah, I don't see the big deal. It wasn't that. I mean, if they need it to get information out of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's not torture. It's simulated murder. It's just you think you're dead or you wish you're dead.
Every day.
Every day. I'm water tortured every day.
So I just want to get this right out of the way.
Oh, what's up?
Just clear the air right now.
You're in love?
JB?
Yeah.
Garlic bread.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. This is, all right, let's get into the character of JB Sapienza from the Merrimack Valley.
That's me.
Well, JB, what can you explain in your own words, and then we'll go into other testimonials from around the store.
I'm
picking up your phone.
Pasta
Dude,
pants.
Go. No, type. I want to hear it.
Oh, is it picking up?
Yeah, pick it up.
Interesting.
Type.
Make a rhythm.
Algorithm.
What? The language of computers. So yeah, JB, if you can tell me in your own words and tell the crowd what garlic bread means and who you are and where you belong in the pantheon of pizza gods.
Well,
Would it be considered regicide if what was it, Big John was taken out?
Oh wow.
if I were to kill him
Would it be regicide?
usurp the throne,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if he's dead, if he's killed in the actual act of it. But if he did it,
I would
if
actually.
JB did it.
Yeah, I'd have to actually also kill my brother if I wanted to.
Oh, that's true.
Wow.
I have a twin brother who is 2 minutes. That might be a lie. It's 3 minutes.
Well,
I don't
let's
remember.
get the whole story. Let's get the whole thing before we.
Sure.
Because
yeah,
we're
jumping
jumping.
around.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
no, it's not. We jumped the gun, the pizza gun. Go ahead.
Well, I believe that Phil is talking about the fact that I am the pizza prince. And garlic bread, I think, is how it's actually said. And
Oh, okay.
John originated that statement.
Oh, that was you.
So why don't we reenact it? I would just be saying something to anybody
Right.
about anything. I could be talking about the fact that it's a nice day. It's beautiful. The birds are chirping.
Whoa. Whoa. JB, all right? Just garlic bread.
Oh.
It kind of brings things back. It's like a reset button almost.
What a deflator.
And it really was, yeah. I've been living with the shame and the guilt of
Well,
killing conversations.
Why would you be called garlic bread or garlic bread?
Well, he's
To use the adage, New England.
so Italian.
garlic. Yeah.
Yeah,
I figured it's like a good. I figured just like it would just bring him back to earth. He'd just be like garlic bread. And just be like what? Just like he would be so excited about
I can
it.
instantly smell it in
Yeah.
the air when you say that. I just start drooling.
It's a world of garlic bread.
This is going to be an interesting episode.
Why
by the
you're
way.
looking around shifty-eyed?
I am.
Like, what are we?
Sketchy. I got to keep an eye.
Why? Why are you like? No one's really paying attention to him.
No one gives a crap about
No,
us
no
at all,
one's really.
actually.
we're
My
just-
favorite is the kid just
Yeah,
looking
he-
through action figures
which is awesome.
10 feet from us.
Yeah, and he's like, I hope he throws one at one point just at us.
Well, they're wrestling action figures, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
They're
see
all pretty cool.
a white
Hopefully
unitard, maybe.
Hopefully there's a Ricky the Dragon steamboat in there somewhere.
Well, who's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat?
Oh yeah.
Is that an older?
Oh yeah. 80s.
Oh, yeah.
80s? Like what time?
Junkyard Dog era.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Early, before Hulk Hogan was like a megastar.
Yeah.
but
I
he was
remember
around.
King Kong Bundy,
Nice.
but hi,
All right, we made contact.
we made contact, awkwardly making connections with the locals here at Comically Speaking. But JB, no, I want to hear
Oh,
the
you
whole.
really wanna
I
hear
want to
the
hear the
story?
grand scope. No, because like, all right, you're Italian, sure.
Yes.
But what comes with it, with this whole garlic bread kind of persona?
Yeah,
Maybe
well-
the Hulk's right behind you. You know.
Well, at this table, I'm probably the most Italian person,
Mm-hmm.
at least at this table, possibly in this room,
The section of the state.
In this state.
in this state. And I'd like to point out that both John and Phil have
Yeah, we
some
have Italian
wop
in
in them, right?
Yeah. We're without papers.
But I actually am from a family that is so Sicilian that we own our own pizza place, which was just how it was for me. But apparently,
Wait, did you grow up thinking like everyone has their own pizza place? Like, yeah, every parent has their own pizza place.
why wouldn't they? Yeah. I can think of at least 3 other people I knew whose parent had a
Really?
pizza
Oh,
place. Yeah,
weird.
well,
Like
Jahan and Sasan, who are
They're Middle Eastern.
Sandy.
No, that is truly. Yeah, they're Middle Eastern descent. I don't know what.
I can't remember. If I had to take a wild guess, I'd say they were from
Arabic? I mean, that's kind of
Iran, maybe?
broad. What? Oh, Iranian?
Yeah, I think that's what. But I mean, whatever.
Probably.
And who are also twins, like me
Yeah,
and
I
my
forgot.
brother.
Wow.
And their dad owns a pizza place.
Really?
Yeah.
Something in the air.
Yeah. Well, it seems to be out of their element a little bit.
A boy?
A pizza place.
A pizza place.
A Iranian pizza place.
An Iranian pizza place. I can't remember if I ever had it or what it's called, but I know it existed.
Was it good? Comparatively? Oh, you don't remember?
I can't remember. I'm sure I ate it at some point and didn't mind it.
Yeah. You weren't offended.
That's on record. Yeah.
You weren't offended. Well, okay, so you are part of the Pizza King franchise, so therein lies the
Legacy.
joke.
I mean,
the
I
legacy,
am
oh,
the
yeah.
Pizza King franchise. No, I actually
wow.
haven't worked there.
Bold.
I haven't worked there since I was like 20 or whatever. Anytime I offer to help these days, my dad's like, "You don't fucking know what to do anyway." All right, thanks.
Big John.
Yep. The
Wait,
king. Yeah.
The king, yeah. So we refer to not necessarily off color, but offhand remarks about the Pizza King dynasty, or just kind of like the land of Pizzonia.
There really is like a mythos about JB that just kind of like.
I'm sure we'll put it to a map at one point.
We should actually map out my.
It's like almost like a comic book. It's like it's the most like well drawn out fantasy comic book about your life that isn't like real. So it's just like
that I have nothing to do with.
Yeah, no.
This exists in your head.
Yeah,
I've
the
done
realm of
nothing
pizza
to.
just. It's all I picture is like you just riding like a pepperoni horse.
Whoa. And it comes across, and just like he has to
put new horseshoes on it, but they're just sausages.
You can just eat it.
Has a green pepper bridle.
No green pepper.
No green. Oh, really? All right. Well, I killed that.
It's never been my thing. Sorry.
Yeah. It's all right. Well, no. I guess the fantasy takes over then. In that case,
the land just got a little smaller.
Yeah.
Well, we'd go to war with them, obviously, right?
The green pepper
clan.
Maybe that's where you have the green pepper saddle, because it was a saddle or bridle. Oh, that's the mouth guard.
Right, and the horse just like they're so delicious. The horse has no choice but to stop because he's trying to chew these delicious.
No, but
peppers.
we've already determined the horse is
made of
an anthropomorphic pepperoni,
right?
Or it could be.
Which I just honestly eat that thing
while
I was
if the horse
galloping away, chewing on its mane,
which is made of angel hair.
Yeah. Oh god, and it takes you to the lake of Marinara or Lake Marinara,
right?
Or would it be a marinara moat?
And you have to cross the lasagna moat. The bridge. The bridge is like a giant piece of lasagna.
And all your boats are made out of different pasta materials.
Mostly shells.
Yeah, mostly shells. One's a Naki that just is like a submarine. Or...
Yeah, it clearly sinks. They have to hollow it out.
Oh my! Well, and this brings us to the point when we were thinking about a guest for this week. And we're like, we had the setting. Like, why don't we do? There's the sale, Comically Speaking, which you can check out if you're. I don't think we're not going live. I was going to try that, but I'm a fool.
I actually thought
we were live
while you were saying that.
I'm posting it on Facebook, so technically we're kind of live.
We are live. We're live in person here.
Right.
Yeah. But with that, like, we were debating like who to bring on. We had some people like, oh, they can't make it, can't do it, and we thought, and I wanted to steer clear from more the Jonah Center crew or just people I do stuff with all the time. Because this is Talk. I like it. They keep a separation, but also as thanks for that.
Sorry,
it smells like
the commentary.
It does a little bit.
It just forms into another slice of pizza in my hand. Like, oh wow, thank you, King. And then I have to pay a price for it though.
Yeah, that would be amazing if I could burp out whole slices of uneaten pizza. I'd be rich beyond any of our wild
What if it was like the best pizza ever?
It would have to be. Yeah. It's coming from my pure burps.
But also that suggests that because of the gas that you've rejected or what's come through your body congealed, and then you're like, it has to get out of my body. It's not good enough for you. But all the other plebes, the pizza plebes, can you go after?
Pizza plebes.
But I guess back to the point, like, we winning it over, we're like, oh, let's have JB on. And you do a lot of stuff. I mean, you're an animator, illustrator, video director, editor, what have you, all-around artist.
I do all those things.
Yeah, but you're an interesting character, and just like the whole thing with us, we're
getting a little smug on the show. We only want people on that are gonna bring something to the table.
I think we can get anything out of anybody, but
I'm gonna work my hardest to prove that wrong. Right?
Which one? Which part?
Your part.
What?
I'm just gonna be terrible.
You're a
this
character?
is gonna be the deadest.
You're still a character.
Ever.
Who is that jerk? A POS character. That's like he just was a schmuck, didn't do anything. Oh, that's JB. Have him back on. Put him back.
Oh, then I'd have to do it again.
Yeah.
It would be work. It'd be like I was selling out.
Now you're just being an idiot for your job, man. But John, you actually are kind of muted out here because you're afraid of actually saying something.
I get like worried when there's little ears around.
Yeah.
I kind of try. What about on my toes about like?
Oh, that explains
I've
what
heard
the
it all,
midget
John.
convention.
Don't be afraid.
Give you a tussle, you pie. No, this is
all
weird
right.
when there's kids walking around. You try not to curse too much, but
or curse.
It's especially difficult because I'm a true
But you also
vulgarian.
have to compensate for them not cursing by cursing a little more.
I see.
You have to give there's the balance.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what action figures he picked.
I think they're all wrestling related, but I don't know.
Right, but I was curious what he actually got. He got a huge handful of them.
Should we ask him, or
Just
would that be too
A
much?
fistful of plastic man.
Oh my god, a fistful of plastic men.
Man,
That's like an army man porn.
Men.
Is that? Oh, that's on the crowd. But all right, yeah. So, John, anything really?
I'm totally mesmerized by this giant Hulk
we're sitting.
statue behind us.
We're sitting
right
at the balls of a giant Hulk.
Yeah.
that's true.
Actually, his balls is kind of like not good for proportionate.
Whatever's
to the rest
raging,
of
it's not his genitals.
him. It is green though. It is green.
He's got the little, you know how like jeans just make
Oh.
the weird.
Oh, you're
like,
right.
helmet
The ripple.
indentation.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. No, it's like, or is it the helmet, or is it just?
I don't know what. I didn't know it had an actual name.
Could be a ball.
It just
Yeah.
looks like
Well, you did have one cut off by the abomination.
That thing is so amazing. Though.
it's pretty big.
I think
statue.
Like, imagine if that was real. That
Why
was
don't
a
you
real
describe it? It's the because everyone in Radio Land understands.
Oh, that's,
can
that's a
see
good
what's
point.
going on.
What is that? Like 8 feet, maybe?
Yeah, it's like it's the 2008, I think, Incredible Hulk,
So the Ed Norton.
the Ed Norton Hulk like
Oh, really?
movie,
Nice.
like diorama or just like Hulk.
Yeah, it's like 8
They have like
feet
two of
tall.
them.
It's
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
very awesome. It's in the Comically Speaking like commercial for
I
today.
want that in my living
sale.
room.
But yeah, he's trying JB's trying to intimidate
fucking it.
it with a poster. Yeah. Which poster was it?
It was Deadpool. A
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Oh, so Deadpool
That's
was
appropriate.
sticking his rod in the Hulk's mouth. The Hulk was biting.
It doesn't go all the way
That
back.
bang.
Hulk does have a gag reflex.
Okay. Is it good? All right, that's good. He got his mouth. It got it all in. Good. Now kids
Well,
coming back. All right, good. That was a
that
good
was
segue.
good timing,
yeah.
yeah.
It really was. Yeah, but these were lit pitfalls too. Are you on your phone texting somebody?
Maybe.
What? Really?
You know,
Who?
I don't know.
Oh, it was someone you can't talk about.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, that'd be
I like
hilarious.
that guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much
Dead
to say.
and electric. But John, the pitfalls of this whole thing, John, was we felt we were just gonna be nerds, like moths to the flame, taking all these like cool things in, and it's like not really pay attention to the actual conversation. So it kind of happened.
It's kind of what's going on with me right now. I am totally like.
I think you're really out of
mesmerized
it.
by this whole place.
Yeah,
This place is amazing. I legitimately think this is the coolest comic book shop I've ever been to.
yeah. It's good. I mean, the thing
It's
I'd love
definitely
to.
up there.
Like
Yeah.
right behind us, there's a whole case full of statues. There's like a 2-foot lino bust and a mumra
Yeah,
and
right
all
next
sorts
to
of
it.
awesome shit. This place rules.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I haven't seen Thundercats for a long ass time. What's his glove?
Well, that's the source of
I
his
think it was-
power, isn't it? No.
No, I think it was actually that's a good question, but I think it was just like his just like a gauntlet he wore.
Yeah.
Just for,
It looks like the Infinity Gauntlet almost because it's got the little jewels on the knuckles.
I don't think it did anything though. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Speaking of the Infinity Gauntlet,
Oh.
what was it you were telling me
All
last
right.
time about Thanos being in the Avengers movie?
Actually, that was you because you've been teasing me with that like a fucking.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, no. It's been like a nerdy foreplay you've been throwing at me for
I like
like
to
2
see
months
you
now.
writhe in pain.
Nah, and I was
Is
just like, Phil just yeah. Well, Phil, here's the thing. Phil's been kind of like, oh yeah, so I hear Thanos might be in the new Avengers, and I'm like, what? Shut up, tell me. And he's like, no, you can read it for yourself. Oh, where do I go to read it? Oh, you just got to go look. So
Well,
he's
it's not like you don't have any
I
like way
understand.
of going
Don't know
to
how
get
use
it.
a computer.
Right.
Oh,
I know
if
how-
only I could have a magic box that could do this for me.
but Phil's been making
Google,
me
you
like
say.
Yeah.
Google.
slapping me in the face with the proverbial nerd helmet.
Yeah.
So I've been had to. I went and looked it up after last week's show. Like it was
There
a
were a
final
couple
straw for me.
articles on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically, I guess what they're saying is, it's possible that this whole Avengers movie is leading up to Loki not being like the main big bad guy, but Thanos. Like, he's working for Thanos, and the whole thing is a segue into an Infinity Gauntlet movie. Which
I don't-
I'm nodding into the microphone like I can hear me
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's fucking awesome.
I can't handle that possibility.
I don't know if they're
Like, I don't
going
even
into
wanna think
Infinity.
about
I don't
it.
think they're going into.
Because you'd need Adam Warlock.
Yeah,
and, like, you need to really.
I don't know if they were talking about going into that next phase, but they definitely are going to a phase of Thanos because I don't think they're thinking that far ahead. They
Yeah.
really can't. Well, in a way they can, but they can't as
yeah,
crazy.
we don't know. Like,
No, I mean the track record of what they do. It's just kind of like how I mean we know how they make movies in that
Yeah.
regard. Like they rewrite it every 5 seconds.
But it's also Marvel and it is Disney now, and they've
Yeah.
got money and they've got a proven successful track
Yeah,
record.
they've
So
money-
they might be
towards-
yeah,
they
money
might be working down the road now.
It doesn't ever matter. Money's never a thing.
Yeah.
It's a matter of who's on it and who's. No, it isn't. Like they can make it. The only money is like how much can we save of it. That's pretty. Like companies don't make money by spending it. They just do it by. Ike
That's how it
Perlmutter.
works.
Yeah,
Oh.
he had JB has had a Donna Marvel head moment. No, Ike Perlmutter is I think he's the president or the chief share owner of Marvel, and Disney worked with that merger. It was a great book called. I'm trying to think of Comic Wars. It's about the takeover of Marvel Comics. Have you?
I haven't
you
read it,
familiar?
but I know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
really?
Yeah, it's great. I have it. I'll let you borrow it.
Nah.
It's
Only John though.
yeah, JB, that's not much of a reader. No, but it's kind of top heavy with like just What's the word I'm looking for? Just
So like the whole Disney
stock market
Marvel
jargon.
thing wasn't like a
Disney.
It's pretty, yeah. It's, well, you know when it went bankrupt in like the 90s.
Oh, yeah,
early
yeah,
90s,
that's
it's
right.
pretty much about that and how it got bought out and Toy Biz formed from that, and Avi Arad formed Marvel Entertainment and did like animation, did like movies. They had Marvel movies and blah blah blah. Go from there.
Everything they make lately is like pure gold. Like I am
pretty
so
fun,
pleased
yeah.
with everything they've been making lately.
Have you seen the Avengers cartoon that came out last year?
No, is it good? I've heard it's
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
JB, thank you for turning me on to that. That actually,
That's what I'm here for.
for whatever reason, I was just hesitant. And then JB's like, "You got it." He kept saying, "You got to try it."
I think it just came out on DVD. I remember hearing about it.
It's on
recently.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's like, and it's a total like, it's like Lost in a way. It really is.
They take
It is,
5
actually.
episodes to introduce the original 5 Avengers, and then they have the Avengers.
Yeah.
They really just take their time actually dragging you in as a viewer and everything.
And different storylines throughout, like a good comic series. They meet up at the end,
That's cool.
and they meld together. And it's pretty awesome.
yeah,
it's
the
like
ending is so badass. Like,
it really is.
Nice.
And
How
just-
many episodes is the first season?
27 or
Really?
something like that.
It's
yeah.
pretty extensive.
And
I'll
I guess
have to
the
pick
new
that up.
season just started.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna try my best to not watch it until I can watch them all in a couple of days. You know,
That's not a bad idea. As much as I'm tempted to watch the first episode.
Oh, I finally like sat down. I did that the other day. I finally sat down and watched something because I've been like balls out working for like months now. Like I haven't had like a day to myself. Even like my days off, I've been like doing something. So
I hear
it's
you,
like,
buddy.
Yeah, you
No,
know what I'm saying.
I really do.
That's
As
like it's-
sarcastic as that sounds.
Yeah, it's nice to just sit down and like when you actually just sit and do nothing and like catch up on something you want to do. I finally sat down and watched like the first 6 episodes of Game of Thrones. I just sat there for 6 hours
how
and
was
watched
that?
Game of Thrones.
nice. I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty amazing.
Have you
Cool.
read
Yeah.
any of the?
No, but I'm a really big fan of The Wheel of Time, and everybody tells me that book series. Everybody tells me if I like Wheel of Time,
You'll
I
like
should
it.
read Game of Thrones.
Ooh.
So I probably will like it.
I don't like to read, so I'll go right for the video. I don't even like watching things, really. I like hearing it. Like hearing
Audiobooks
people
is the way of
talking
the
about it,
future.
You
yeah.
should do a podcast.
I've been thinking about it. I've been talking about stuff.
Nobody's listening.
See? And just for everyone out here, I don't know if anyone can hear how like I have headphones on, so I can't really hear myself talk.
I
Like
can
John,
hear you.
like how? Well, thank you. No, I mean like giving me this, like patting me on the shoulder. I can hear you. But no, like who can hear? Like if I were to say something, well, what do you think would be the range of pickup?
Oh, I don't know. There's no small ears in the presence.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
so.
Well, no, I just for that sake, it's just bizarre having people mill around and
It
then
is.
us be here, like almost like a. It's a small world after all, like podcast. Like it's just like that.
Like a
ride.
non-interesting point of interest.
Yeah, it's just like an animatronic, like nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like, hi, podcast today.
Yeah, we're the mechanical jamboree bear band.
Yes, exactly. In the background, just making our way around. People
How
just.
old
kinda,
are you? That's great.
Happy birthday.
Hey, it's not my birthday. Happy birthday. I wasn't supposed to respond. But yeah, I forget what
We were talking
talking
about
about
the whole
chocolate.
Thanos thing.
Oh, Thanos.
Yeah, I actually purposely haven't read anything about
You're doing
the movie.
You're doing the
Yeah.
smart thing,
Well,
my friend.
you're ruining it for me.
Oh, am I?
No.
Well, let me tell you
No.
more about Thanos.
Oh, I think I
and the
told
JB
you guys. I know I
experience.
told Phil. I put it online, but I work for like a movie theater place, so I get like cool
Saw
information.
that.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know already, Avengers will be PG-13 and 140 minutes long.
2 hours and 20
That's
minutes
just,
for those who
Got
don't
that
like math.
information is not out yet. So
Cool. Oh, it is
That's-
now.
it is
Then
now.
Do you get in trouble for stuff like that?
I don't know.
We'll see.
It's gonna be out in like a month anyway.
No,
so
yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not like I'm saying what it's about.
It's not like anyone expected to be R either. You know what I mean?
No, I figured
like, is that-
PG-13 all the way.
How much? Yeah, how much more can you get away with for PG-13 over PG? Is it really that big of a difference?
Well, you know the story
Fuck, you
about
can say
PG-13,
fucking
right?
Once.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You get one
And you
F-bomb out of it.
you can't refer to it in the sexual sense either.
Really?
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. Like you can say it, but you
They
can't.
made fun of that in the sequel to Get Shorty. What was it? Be Cool. They made
Be
like
Cool?
they had a really
Yeah.
good, awesome joke about the whole R rating because Be
Yeah.
Cool was PG-13 and
Oh, really?
yeah, Be Cool was PG-13 and Get Shorty was R. So they
Yeah.
made fun of that like
Yeah.
in the first like 10 minutes of the movie. It was pretty awesome.
That's pretty great.
Is Be Cool actually any good? 'Cause
It is. It really is. Like
That has The
books-
Rock in it, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Oh, Elmore Leonard, right?
Yeah. Is it Elmore Leonard?
Which, yeah,
Yes.
because ironically, he's making fun of all the movies that got adapted, or his books that got adapted, or were kind of like used like as source material, and ironically, they adapted that.
both of them are really. Get Shorty's better, but Be Cool
yeah.
has got some really
Get
awesome.
Short is an awesome movie.
Yeah, Be Cool's got some really
So
great
haven't
parts.
seen it?
Really?
Delroy Lindo, though. I've seen the part where he gets. Well, I won't.
There's some
Really
really
it's
good.
in the first one though.
John Travolta's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
like
good
Get Shorty.
badass in that.
He is,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like I always I hate him when he's a bad guy because he plays a terrible villain because it's always over the top.
Yeah.
And
But
his hair is always great.
yeah, if he's like a good cool guy though, like Vic Vega or like he was in
Well, I mean, he was
Chili Palmer. Who's
waiting.
awesome.
What's it? Mr. Cotter. Welcome back, Cotter. He was.
never saw that show.
You've never seen Welcome Back?
No, I have not.
He was a bad
Cotter.
guy?
Yeah. No, he was.
He was a slack off.
He
or
was
whatever?
the cool dude, and he
Oh,
was
the
one of
cool
the
one.
sweat hogs. What the fuck was his name?
Connor? No,
No,
that's the guy. That was his son.
he was one of the students. You guys have seriously never seen
I've
Welcome
never
Back?
No, I've
Cotter?
never seen Welcome Back.
You also posted something the other day about I don't know actually I think it was you. What the
Well,
hell
hold
was
on. Hold on. Does anyone out here know who John Travolta's character was in Welcome Back, Cotter? All right, what was it?
Vinny
Marino, thank you.
Burrito, yeah.
How do we? Thank you. So this is the great thing about this too. We can actually throw out things to people.
This is a good
And
place
just,
for nerdy
and
information.
just people were looking at us like, what the hell is he talking about? Quick, Santa Fe, it's capital. New Mexico.
But Thanos is
Which it isn't. It's Albuquerque.
tangents.
So John Travolta's gonna play Thanos.
yes, it'll be awesome. It's gonna be a
And his
disco
hairline's
scene.
going to be the same.
Yeah.
The other one. Chubby Thanos. Actually, Thanos is kind of
Power
white
of
anyway.
cosmic
Yeah, he's a
disco.
big
Yeah.
wide rock, right?
But yeah, Thanos.
he's a rock. He's like made out of granite.
Well, I think emotionally, he's a rock.
Yeah,
He holds
my
it.
rock,
He
yeah.
holds it together. Yeah. He is the Mad Titan, as they call him.
I can't handle
From
that
Jupiter's
possibility.
moon.
He was probably the best villain in the whole DC or DC Marvel
Yeah.
universe. He's probably
Marvel, you.
Yeah, I say DC.
I am
sure.
you.
But yeah, like he killed everybody, and like I need to dig out my Infinity Gauntlet comics, but there's like this iconic image that I have from a child. It was just him holding the Hulk by the throat.
Yeah.
Like I remember that
And then
distinctly from the
tickling
comic
his
books. He was just holding the Hulk
undercarriage.
by the groin.
That's what
Yeah.
Hulk is a
Balls.
Hulkum is a euphemism
Yeah.
for hulking. Well, we always divulge into that.
Thanos fist.
They know the Infinity
devastating.
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many actual maneuvers can we make from the Infinity Gauntlet, or making like any
Infinite
Marvel
amount?
storyline?
Oh.
Like, oh.
Hey.
Well, that's it. See you next week. We can give her. She gave me the Phoenix. No, she gave me the Dark Phoenix. No,
Was it a STD?
there could be some sort of scatological. Yeah. I'm trying to think. She gave me the Logan's Run. No, that's
I had a comic book illustration teacher when I was in high school who his name was like Fabio or something, Fabian, but he was a black dude and he used to call. I mean, I don't know why he was telling a bunch of 14-year-olds what his dick was called, but he called it the Dark Beast.
for all of you who remember Age of Apocalypse.
Age of Apocalypse, shout out, yeah. Did you get that far, John? I know you were just reading
Age of Apocalypse? No.
So
I
you
actually
haven't met
read.
the Dark Beast yet.
No. I wonder if
No,
that
we're
if it's
still
trade
talking about
paperback.
your teacher's
Obviously,
wang?
yeah.
All right. We've all met the Dark Beast.
Oh yeah.
You got
He's a
put
good
away
guy.
for a while. Yeah.
Is that a trade paperback? Because if it is, I'll buy
It
it,
is,
here
yeah.
while I'm here.
They have a couple, I'm sure,
Nice.
because they had 4 issues per and there were 4 titles, I think. Like 16?
Each of the X-Men issues got canceled and got started over as the Age of Apocalypse. So
They had
whatever
4
there
issues
was, this was
each, I think.
1996. So
Is this
there was
like
Yeah,
Executioner
X-Force,
Song or
94,
before- this is
95.
after, right?
post-Executioner
Yeah.
Song, yeah. I was a sophomore in high school, so it was 95, 96.
What's the
I
premise
was
of
in
the
like 6th
series?
grade or whatever.
Legion, who happens to be Professor X's half son, that's not possible.
Oh,
His son, his illegitimate son.
No,
his
it could be a
bastard
half
child.
son. Oh, no, I guess you're right. Well, like,
Right, genetically half son.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking,
wait.
but it's a bastard kid.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's no half. Yeah.
Mora, I think that's how you say
Myra?
it. Myra
Myra?
McTaggart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he had reality warping powers, and gets it in his head. He's also split personality, and each one of his personalities has a different mutant power. One of them has reality warping powers, and he gets it in his head that if Magneto wasn't alive to be a villain, then the world would be a better place. But he accidentally kills Professor X.
Oh, is that all right?
That's the series. That's
That
what
was the
starts it.
that's like starts Onslaught too, doesn't it?
I think Onslaught comes out of.
He comes after.
Oh my God, this is
Like,
such a
the thing after. It
X-Men
really
such
is
a sordid
it's a
state of
novel.
affairs.
Marvel in general, you know,
Yeah.
like,
It's a rolling
I'm
snowball.
still finishing Civil War. You guys were talking about it
That
at the
was really
beginning of
good.
it.
I
Yeah,
liked
yeah.
it.
I haven't finished it because every single issue ties into it. I want.
Yeah, I mean,
need
you
to know what happens.
You can still do you can still do the main they do like the 5 or 7 issues that comes out. You can read that and know all you need to know. But then the all auxiliary books are there. And you
Yeah.
can take it in.
But they
I think
went-
it's some after too. But.
They went from Civil War to something else. Right on top
Skrull
of it.
Invasion.
The Skrull
Well, it's
Invasion,
it's like
Secret
every
Invasion.
summer they roll it out. That's kind of how, and they've been kind of doing that for a while.
Well, since Age of Apocalypse into Onslaught into
And I don't know
Heroes
what
Reborn
Heroes
into
Reborn. And I don't know what they did after
something. Yeah, I
They're
gave
like
up.
a year
I
after
really
that.
any of those. I'm so
It's
behind.
tough. It's like it's like a whole another world, weird world of stuff. But even Onslaught came after. I don't know what's.
I was just thinking, you know, how many people in the world care about this stuff? We're actually in a comic.
They're all
store.
here. They're all here. Yeah, no, actually, like people. Yeah, we really are. We thought maybe the Mike Bird episode of like 5 or 6. What?
I think
No,
it was 6.
6.
Yeah.
What are we on now? 8?
Yep.
20? 17?
32.
Yeah, we talked a lot
Excuse
about
me.
that then, but you know, I think a lot of the character review, JB, I mean, we've all grown up around the same. You were
Tell
still
me,
good
Phil,
friends.
Tell me who I am.
I'm trying to do it for this is your persona. This is your persona. You, what was it? You and my brother were friends before, right?
Our friends. We still are.
You were friends with my brother, who isn't. You know, God rest his soul.
Yeah, I miss that guy every day.
Every day. This one's for you.
Except for Tuesdays.
Yeah. Every day. Every damn hustle. But you were family friend. All right, I'll finish it up. Family friend and
Lover.
Mm-hmm.
Giver.
Oh,
Every day.
Take her though. Take
Her, but you got to give and take.
Yeah,
And that's
so-
part of.
That makes life.
Yeah, that's the
circle of yin
process.
and yang.
Oh God.
Sorry, what are you trying to
You're
say?
talking about the Chinese threesome, but what happened? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think it just kind of we've all been together, relatively romantically involved. No, since we were kids, pretty much. You knew my brother. I knew
It
you
always
through
comes
that.
back down to comic books.
And pretty much is what like
Pretty much.
we've been birthed from that and then come to this. But I mean, there's a whole bunch of other stuff for you to talk about.
Like our comic-related movie we're making. My Name Is Jonah.
Oh my God, no. Well, anything just as a wrap. What were you were going to bring up actually the?
My Name Is Jonah Film Doc.
You were going to bring up the non-Jonah stuff. No, just your affinity for rap and being a white rapper.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is what I am.
Well, I guess I don't really like talking about
I mean,
it.
I don't really like talking about it. I just love hip hop, actually. I really like making beats. I guess technically I'm a white rapper. That's a way to call
You don't
me.
like that moniker.
Yeah.
You just like being called a rapper.
I don't even really like that. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
No, I
A
just...
beat maker?
Sure.
A
yeah.
shoemaker?
I love
shoemaker?
hip-hop music. I love taking samples of stuff, breaking it apart, putting it back together in new ways. That's what I like
That's
to be
it.
called.
Let's stretch that out for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And make that work. John, what do you have to say about anything?
Life.
You know, just checking out Mumra right now. That's a pretty awesome Mumra.
This was
statue.
my mistake in bringing John here.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
trying to get anything out of him.
$350. Would
Yeah.
you pay that for a Mumra statue?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah,
It's about a foot.
It's a lot of money.
tall.
it is. That is pretty.
$350?
What's his logo? What's his emblem on his chest mean?
I don't know.
What?
My
you
Thundercats
say?
lore is behind.
$350 and you don't even know what that
That's a
means?
good point. I don't need
You
that
pay
at all.
50 for another person to tell you what you just bought. Whatever it is.
It's give me $400 for it to explain it to me. What's this all about?
I'm about this painting somewhere.
But I have the first season of that on DVD. I'll probably.
When was the
Have
last
to
time
go
you watched it? Was
I
it
watched
good?
actually the other day. I was bored for like 20 minutes. I had to like kill time for 20 minutes, so I threw an episode. And like I remember like I was on like the 4th episode. It was right after the Robear Burbles episode.
The what?
These
What was
little
that?
robot bears. They're called the Robear Burbles, and they're so molestable. It's just, they're these little useless robot bears. They just I don't know.
And we're talking about
They
bears.
just throw scat at them, or at least I would.
Yeah. Well, not all right. So bears into that. You are Wolfbane.
Yeah,
Or who are
thank you
you?
for bringing that up.
Jesus.
I saw
Were you thinking that too? The
Yeah,
weirdness?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Who called you a wolf? And
A friend of mine.
This was last episode. Yeah. Everyone.
This is a friend of mine. She owns a salon in Concord, and one of her employees is gay. And I've been in there a couple times because I'm really good friends with her husband.
you didn't
and we go in
stop
there.
going?
No, I go in there all the time now.
JB has a firm stance on anything touched.
Apparently, he's got a liking for me, and she told me one
lycanthrope
day,
for you?
Yes.
Ooh,
Lycanthrope.
I like that.
Segue. But apparently,
Like
he
a
referred
werewolf
to me
movie has
as
to lead.
a wolf. Some
Nice.
of you might
Did you
have
say it like that?
He has
Wolf.
to. So your friend John.
wants to howl at my butthole.
Is his name Peter? Is his name Peter? That'd be great.
That would be great, but yeah.
You go on adventures together in the in like the Alaskan wilderness together.
Tundra.
Back in 1896, looking for gold.
Yeah. find
The gold
each
of another
other.
man. One man's pleasure.
The treasures in each other's bottoms. But yeah, so apparently I was referred to as a wolf, and our good friend Steve Blair had the
was an
the
Advent
good taste to
listener.
look forward.
Yeah.
Look that up and tell us what it meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't listen to the show, so I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought you listened. No, you
No,
didn't.
I'm lying. I've
Okay.
heard you guys make too many episodes. I just can't keep up.
We only made this would be the
8.
9th.
8.
The 8th?
Yeah.
That's a lot of hours of listening.
Well, actually,
to
it
you
really
guys.
is kind of because there's another guy who started a podcast, Dave Howell, a funny
Howell.
kid. Howell, he's from
Wolf.
Lithuania.
Jesus.
We're really
Basically,
connecting
all right.
this.
Basically, what it is.
Are we
is a
going back to
hairy
your
dominant
gay-
man. Well, someone needs to tell the description of what it is.
Oh, I
Oh,
know.
that's a good point.
I mean,
Which Steve? Oh yeah, Steve posted.
Steve
but,
Blair.
yeah.
Yeah. It's basically a what was it? A
running
dominant
this
hairy
down.
man that seeks. What was it? He sought active playmates.
You actively seek
Actively
playmates.
seek playmates.
But who
Yeah.
doesn't
us.
actively see like?
Well, right.
There's
Yeah.
someone
But
sitting in a
sub
ditch.
Playmates, right? Like
Oh.
people you could.
Right, people that can
domineer.
dominate.
With the, I want to be your cub. Is that the
Right, I
Craigslist
guess-
line
oh,
you're
man,
writing?
I guess so.
So it's a step above a bear.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's above a bear.
Yeah.
It's more
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 alpha.
aggressive.
Yeah.
But what a bear doesn't. But a bear doesn't have to go to the level to make up, compensate for the smallness of being
That's
a
a
wolf.
good point. I would think a bear would just swipe a wolf's head off. But
Yeah. Well, a wolf pack. Oh, weird.
What
Because
if,
they
what
would-
if you are rolling in a pack?
Oh my
Of
god.
wolves.
Imagine how devastating that would be to any community.
Yeah. So this is so it's just like a gangbang of hairy men just roaming through your town and
God.
like a whirlwind. of
So I
gay
mean,
sex.
I guess that's kind of flattering. I mean,
sure.
it's a power animal,
You should.
power bottom. Whatever.
It's a quadruped. So I mean,
I can
definitely.
run fast.
Oh man,
Yeah.
we really could drag this on for 8 hours.
Well, I mean that explains
Or
why
8
he's so quiet
podcasts.
though. He's
No,
been
yeah.
thinking about it the whole time.
No,
I have been.
we did talk about it on the way here. We're picking you up, just like because Steve you mentioned it. We hadn't been able to talk about on Facebook, and that,
Yeah.
like it's so bizarre when we think we've talked to each other, like oh no, we've only interacted on Facebook, and just
Yeah.
like such a weird.
It is a bizarre medium. It's like a weird. It's like inner space.
No,
Not with Martin Short. And
no.
Randy
Well,
Quaid.
even then, I
Dennis Quaid,
talked with
rather.
Martin
Dennis
Short
Quaid,
online,
yeah.
and it just doesn't
Just
have the
just
same.
a bad guy.
I always think of Dennis Quaid as Randy Quaid's older brother. I don't know.
Is he the younger or older?
Oh, I always thought he was older. I
Are
don't
they
know.
related?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're brothers.
Yes, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
What?
I
What
thought it
did
was
you
just a
think?
coincidence.
He just like
I just thought
one
it
of
was a
them.
coincidental last name.
Dennis Quaid came into the game like, man, I just want to name like Michael Keaton named himself after Diane Keaton because he wanted to change his last name, and Dennis Quaid named himself after Randy Quaid because he really liked Vacation.
Wait, is
Just
that
went for
true?
it.
Michael
It
Keaton
is, yep.
named himself after Diane Keaton?
Yep.
Not Buster Keaton or
Nope.
Diane
From
Keaton.
his word. Yeah, I don't
Yeah?
know. It's weird, and it's not like he was a newbie. Well, it's like 1980, I think he came onto the game.
What's his real name? What's his given name?
I have no idea actually. Batman,
Who, Michael
Bruce
Keaton?
Wayne.
Michael Keaton.
Bruce
He's kind
Wayne,
of fallen
Batman.
off the map. It's unfortunate because anytime he's in something, he's awesome.
He is
This
awesome.
is
He
true.
was in the other guys recently a few years
He was
ago. and
amazing.
He was awesome
in
in
that.
it. Yeah,
I keep like I can't. That movie actually is really good.
it really is good.
And no one really. You don't care for it?
I saw it once, and it was like Marathon Monday, which I historically get really hammered on with my friend, and then we watched stupid movies, and it was too stupid, and I
It's
was
very
too drunk.
stupid, but it's stupid subtle.
Yeah.
There is a lot of
I'd
weird.
like to see it again. There was some cool stuff.
The interaction between Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Brown was
is-
actually pretty good in it.
Mark
and it's-
Wahlberg's awesome in pretty much everything anyway.
Yeah.
But like that
don't
new
have
one
me
Ted,
there. You don't
that
have
new
me
one
there.
Ted.
I don't want to. I don't
Really?
care.
You
I don't
know?
care.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
feel
don't
the
care.
same way as
That's
you.
awesome.
man.
Okay.
Like, it looks okay.
I'm all
like,
aboard
I,
that.
haven't- I know everyone who worked on it, but I mean, I don't.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was shot here. It
Oh,
was shot in
Rob
Boston.
Fitz did
Didn't
too.
Ralph? Yeah, Ralph Fitz
He's
worked on
another
it.
potential guest.
A friend of mine did some sound, and Mike Bird, I think, worked on that too,
oh no kidding.
and a couple other people I
Neato.
know. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
We're in the biz. We know people. No big deal.
Jesus, look at this guy over here. Oh yeah, but Ted, I don't, and Seth MacFarlane, I'm not really a fan of. Not really, I don't really care. I don't care. I'm coming after you, MacFarlane. Give me a job.
I think he can be really funny. Like when I tune into Family Guy, I usually laugh, but I don't miss it when I'm not watching it.
I laugh
didn't
when
give
you
a
tune
shit
in.
when it got canceled.
Oh god. Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. Way back when.
Way back when. Right.
Uh,
It's been on that long that
yeah.
it got canceled way back when.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, that's but Michael Keaton in that, one of my favorite. And back to the other guys, don't go chasing waterfalls. He just names TLC songs.
references.
And then he goes like, you realize you keep doing that, right? And they call him out like the third time. No, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want no scrubs. Yes. And just
Hey,
like,
he has
what?
a second job at like Bed Bath & Beyond.
At
Hey
night.
guys, how you doing? No, it's not cap here. Michael Keaton rules.
And just
Oh,
like,
that's Michael Keaton's actually in. Okay.
yeah.
I was trying to figure out which character is doing that.
Yeah, he's really Mike Keaton is really good.
He was always a good sarcastic jerk.
Yeah,
And everything.
He was
like
in 30
Gung-Ho.
Rock too.
Oh my
recently.
god, dude! When was
Gung-
the time
I
you
was
saw
thinking about
Gung-Ho?
that.
That's still amazing.
I've never seen
1984
that.
Detroit.
Dude, John Turturro.
Yep. Jetta Wannabe as the token Japanese guy
George
from the
Wendt.
80s. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a
I like it
lot
when
of
George
people.
Wendt shows up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
House.
just comes and went. No, sorry. No, I'll leave now.
Oh wait a minute, I get it.
No, it was really
Delayed
bad.
reaction syndrome.
No, it wasn't delayed. It was appropriate. It was dumb. It was dumb and needed its silence to
It was
squish
deserving.
it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But Went was in what?
Whenever he's in
Oh,
anything,
anything?
George Wendt. Like he's in Fletch, right? As one of
Yes,
the
that's right. He plays one of the
undercover
junkies.
cops. Yeah,
He
right.
plays, yeah.
Oh my god, Fletch is so good. I haven't seen that.
Fletch
in
is
so
Fletch
long.
is
yeah.
actually pretty good. This is Sock Talk. We talk about 80s movies a lot. Bring it up.
80s movies rule. They really do, though.
Yeah, a lot of them are like any decade. There's a lot of shit in anything.
Well, it's true.
But yeah, Fletch is really fun. I didn't see Fletch. Oh, I did see the sequel because it was on Netflix at one time. And Cleavon
Fletch
Little.
Lives.
Fletch Lives, yeah, which is equally as silly.
I can't
And,
remember anything about Fletch Lives. I think they just blend together.
Yeah, I mean, the tone is kind of different, but I mean, yeah. And
Is
what's
that
his name?
Ultron? The green guy?
No, it is not. That's Annihilus from the Negative Zone,
Oh, okay.
which actually Jonathan Hickman's run on Fantastic Four. I actually disagree with Mike. I think it's pretty good. It might be his argument was a little convoluted, but I think it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool sci-fi stuff. There's like the Negative Zone in the Fantastic Four universe, and Annihilus and all these creatures live there. Annihilus is like kind of has a whole army there. He's like a king. And there's this cult that follows him called the Cult of Negative Zero, or like of Null Set, I think. It's pretty awesome, and they turn into pretty much insect humanoids from the Negative Zone.
When they come to Earth or in the negative zone, they're
In
insect.
Earth, they've like almost sacrificed their earthly bodies to become. It's kind of
Marvel
kind of
Comics
cool.
has
Cool.
the best, like, just lore. It really does. It's
DC has some
amazing.
okay stuff, but
No, yeah, definitely. That's what I love about comics in general, though. The universe that, like, you just how the characters interact with each other over history, and
I had to
But
try
you
to
can just
explain it
build
to
on
somebody.
that.
I had to like explain it to like it was a girl actually. Try
oh,
to
cool.
explain like
So you get laid. Is what you're saying. That's what.
try to explain like comic books and the reason why you like them to a girl, and it's just like once you realize like the tangent you're on trying to explain it, it's like, it really is. You're like, man, this really is cool, but at the same time, it's like you can't. Like,
And then he did
explain
this.
it.
What? And you make sound effects.
Cyclops' glasses fell off.
We're ruby quartz. It contains the blast.
It's the only concussive force.
Three nerds. Your
Up
ears.
through a mountain.
Listen.
Careful.
And he can't hurt Havoc though. He can't.
He
hurt.
can't hurt Havoc. Yeah, John, you were asking about Havoc earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, were
off
you?
air.
Oh, Havoc with a K.
Havoc with the K. Yeah.
Which is a story we'll get to in a second. but-
But yeah, Havoc is Cyclops' brother, and I believe his is called the Cosmic Force. Does that sound right?
oh, I don't even know.
It has its own name, but whatever the hell it is, their energy signatures can't
Against
hurt
each
each other.
other.
Because they're genetically
Intertwined.
Yep.
What a
That's what this finger thing
X-Men,
means.
dude, X-Men, you cannot keep up with X-Men at all. X-Men just
Oh,
crisscrosses into everything and goes all of the time forward.
I have a
It
backwards.
crosses over, it X's over with
Oh.
itself. Huh? No? Sorry, should I just leave?
No, that was good. That was me going. Ooh, that was a refreshing. Ooh,
I think the Hulk's
Pepsi.
pants just moved
Yeah,
because of that
I think-
comment.
yeah, it just shifted.
Yeah, I can't
His
even begin
boner
to keep
shifted
up.
the
There's, like,
building.
So many,
Whoa!
so many characters, and it's like someone was trying. I just think I recently just found out like who Cable was.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't
Cable's
Cable?
awesome.
Yeah, Cable's
Yeah.
like
He's like
He
he's
went
the
through,
son, right?
yeah, he is Cyclops' son, yeah.
from like the future, like an alternate
Yeah.
future.
Well,
It's
no,
like,
no,
that doesn't
no.
make sense.
Not even alternate. He was born here, but he was given the techno-organic virus from
Oh,
Apocalypse.
the legacy virus.
Does the Legacy virus come out of that?
I think it might have. I'm not sure though. Hold on, I have it written down here.
It does, yeah.
Thank you, Odie. We have
and,
people once again, people from the crowd.
They had to send him to the future they couldn't cure it, but they could keep it in check and train him to use his telekinetic powers to keep it at bay. That's actually why he's got like one arm made of metal and shit like that.
Oh, because it transformed him.
I guess.
Yeah, like his eye. Whatever. I mean, do you really need an explanation?
Yeah,
for
and
I guess
that?
not.
For him
He
looking-
came back to the past to stop Apocalypse, but he got trained to fight in the future,
Yeah.
which is why he's all badass and military.
Now Bishop, who was Bishop? Like he was just.
He was in the Aliens universe. He can.
No, not
an
Wayland
android?
Yutani, Bishop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry. No, Bishop he's from the future as well. He's from a future that doesn't have the future imperfect, or no, the Days of Future
Days of
Past.
Future Past, yeah.
Oh, wait. He comes out of that future?
He
Yeah.
doesn't, but
No,
I
he
think that
doesn't.
they're. I think his future is very similar to the Days of Future Past.
Yeah,
but he's not actually in
early
that
90s.
series.
Okay. No, you're right, because that's
Yeah.
like 80s. That's like Claremont.
What's awesome is we're confused. So imagine like, it's what I say. It's funny just trying to explain this stuff to somebody else. It's
no,
just
wait.
Like,
The timeline is very convoluted.
But yeah, he was a security officer in a group of mutants that were based on the X-Men's ideals. But I think it was in a world where mutants were second class. That's why he's got an M tattooed on his face.
Which is kind of cool looking, too.
Yeah,
Actually, the way they do it, yeah.
I'm always trying to work that into stuff. Like, we're not talking about Jonah, but I actually really wanted to put a tattoo on your face, and I got talked out of it.
Oh, really? Like
yeah.
on set by you?
No.
I don't remember this.
I think Jeff O'Brien talked me out of it because he said
why? It's so
he's
bizarre.
like, you can do cooler makeup than that. I think that's what it was. He was just like, you can make it look cooler than that. Do something else.
Like, good old Jeff.
All right, thanks. I appreciate that,
BDJ.
Jeff.
It stamps you.
Oh, I actually know what that means.
What?
Despite not being a fan of the show, I listened to last week's
Oh,
episode.
yeah. So now.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, we're going to use our own like lexicon of the show to just in the show, so it's incredibly
I'm just trying
self-referential
to put
to
one of
an
those
explosion.
together. Good God.
Yeah, it'd take up
10 minutes.
the crux of that would be legit.
Yes, it would.
But you haven't said that yet, though.
I'm trying not
I
to.
also know that you say legit a lot. Yeah. But
I've
I
been
knew
saying
that
it a
in
lot
real life.
more.
I actually could.
Have you?
As of legitimately been saying it.
Yeah, you
and
usually.
illegitimately.
Yeah, you don't usually round it. You complete the word. I abbreviate it.
Oh yeah, that's how we work.
Yeah, no, I actually am a fan of the show. It's the handful of times I've been able to listen to it because you guys just keep making episodes. It's
But
like
they're like 2 hour. Like we
they're
can't
2
stop.
hours long. Yeah, like but it's cool.
Just say you don't like us. Just say it.
But that's not what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm hearing.
That's what I mean.
Self-esteem is very, very.
No. It's a lot of fun. It's like hanging out with you guys. That's exactly what it feels like.
Which is why you don't listen, because you don't want to hang out with us.
Right.
Oh, what was the thing too you were saying to cut you off again?
Oh yeah,
That-
cut me off again. That's all right.
The setup and cut down. No, you find yourself arguing with us?
Yeah, you guys. I can't remember what it was. It was like the third episode.
No.
You said something, and I was like, "No, that's wrong. Why are you saying that? What the fuck?" I wanted to call in, but it's not live.
You do, and
so.
I get it.
That's how we get away with
Hello?
things, too. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't call us out on our bullshit, 'cause it's already happened.
We're full of
It's
crap.
in the past.
You can come on the show and debate it, and you can be right. But it won't matter. We'll edit your shit out.
Someone should invent time travel just to come and kick us in the teeth one day. Like, what's that for? You're like, you'll see.
What?
Wouldn't that make you feel great though? If somebody hated you that much that
No,
they
it's
invented
true.
time
They
travel.
put
Would
the
be
effort.
amazing. Yeah.
It's like some guy that comes back in time just hands me like a summons. I'm like, what? It's like, you'll need this. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you show up only for him to punch you in the face. Like,
What was the first time?
Yeah.
You could have just done it then. This is more flair.
Ric Flair.
The Ric Flair. Woo! The Ric Flair gun. Sorry, that's going to be our
The
tent
Ric
pole.
Flair. I remember you saying that a few weeks
Yeah.
ago.
That's all it does?
Yeah,
It
he shoots up in there. It's like, woo!
That's
People
all it
just come
does.
flocking.
Is everything
to
okay?
slap you in the chest.
And then just to watch you beat the crap out of somebody or get the crap beaten out of you.
Oh my God! Speaking of wrestling, let's bring it back to wrestling real quick. Someone was
Real
like making
quick.
like a show. There's like
Please.
trailers for it on YouTube. The Ultimate Warrior, Mr. James Hellwig himself. Someone was like making like
What's
a
his
new
name?
show,
You
like
know
a
his
reality.
real
Yeah,
name?
James
That's-
Hellwig. No big
Hellwig?
deal.
Why? That sounds just Hellwig?
Yeah, he changed
Wigs
his name to
from
Hellwig.
hell.
Yeah, and
He changed his name to Hellwig?
Yeah, he legally changed his name to like.
What's his real name?
I don't know. I think he changed it to James.
Like
Hellwig.
Heaven to pay? Or what is it? Like, no. Sorry.
So James Hellwig.
Yeah,
James.
they
Tell us
someone
about
like
him.
Get us
someone was
on
trying to
track,
make a
JB.
reality show about him, and it just shows him like training like band, like a bunch of like emo band kids, and they're all like frail and effeminate and pasty and doughy, and he's like 50, but he's like jacked and he's like screaming, his like veins are bulging out. He's like, "You are pussies!" And, like, he's got him like training, and the kids are all crying.
And a kid brings a gun and just shoots him.
Yeah,
Like,
and
and
James
that's the
Hellwig.
end.
He shakes the ropes. Goes back to parts unknown. But yeah, dude, it's pretty awesome. You should check it out on YouTube. I think it's called The Warrior Show, and it's legitimately the funniest like 3-minute trailer I've ever seen. And there's a couple episodes, and I think they I don't think the show got picked up, but I think they put the entire show on like YouTube. I haven't checked it out yet, but it's the funniest fucking thing.
I mean, in that case, why not just sell it to Netflix or anything else? Or
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Have someone pay for the DVD.
I mean, I would watch the shit out of that. I mean, it's hilarious.
Oh wow.
So did you say he trains a band, like a
It's
rock
just- it's
band
like a-
shows up to learn how to be wrestlers?
Well, I don't know about wrestlers, but he's like, I don't know if he's training them to get just to get in shape or to like make men out of them or whatever it is. But like,
He takes them
Make
to
them
strip
men out.
clubs.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's the funniest thing I've ever seen because he's still a giant dude. These kids are throwing up and they're in their 20s
that's
and
awesome.
just so out of shape and
Just like,
useless.
but I like other men. I don't get it. No, I'm a gay man. No, whatever. Put
Do squats. He's so insane still. It's amazing.
Does he have the crazy makekup on and
No,
stuff?
he's
But is it
totally
the
normal,
imprint?
but he's-
Is it the imprint of the makeup still there? Like it's just like
Every time he
Whoa.
gets really mad, it just comes out.
Oh, he also, his makeup always reminded me of that one G.I. Joe character.
oh
Right?
yes, the Zoltan.
Zoltan.
Who? All right, Zoltan. I think
I bet
the
you he
biker.
knows.
The biker.
But yeah, didn't his face change when the sun hit it or the water hit it? The actual action figure, like
Oh,
the
maybe.
makeup would show up.
I
Yeah,
remember toys
possibly.
like that. That's awesome.
It used to
It
urinate
always
all
made
the
me think of
time.
Ultimate Warrior. Yeah,
Remember the
Yeah,
old
no, we definitely
Transformers
have them.
toys? You'd put your finger over the emblem and the emblem would change.
yeah, because
Like-
they were because the
Well, what's going
it's
on?
so stupid. The Decepticon, it always made me laugh. The Decepticon, who's normally a jet, like drives into Autobot headquarters and like somebody's like, rub his emblem, and he's got the Autobot emblem. But when you rub it, it turns into he's an enemy, and then they start fighting.
And they just let him rub it just the whole time. Go ahead.
That's his
And
whole
brazen.
plan.
That movie is still one of the, like the 1986 cartoon movie is
Oh, it's
still
awesome.
like
I've ever
one of the
seen it.
best
I
movies.
remember I saw it for the first time in the Coolidge Theater
What?
at midnight. Yeah,
That's awesome.
It
That's a
was
good
pretty
place to
great.
see it, yeah.
Coolidge. I'd recommend if you ever try, if you're in the Boston area or even New England, go to
Fucking
Coolidge.
Unicron and,
Coolidge
like, just like an
Corner.
almost like it was like a
Yeah.
Transformers Galactus, but it was awesome.
Yep, that's exactly right. Unicron, wasn't it? Orson Welles.
Orson Welles, his
yeah.
last, a big fat, slothful planet that dies because it's too fat. I forget what it was, but that's his final role,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like
Yeah.
that's what it is.
That movie's really good. Like,
Yeah, it is.
I remember my dad took me to see that when me and my brother were 6, I guess, and he was so annoyed. He's like, "I don't fucking watch cartoons." Bullshit.
What a dad!
Yeah. But he brought us there.
Right.
Yeah.
The
He's
soundtrack
sucked.
The soundtrack to that movie is amazing too.
Oh yeah.
He just hit me
pure
up, and
80s
he's like,
hair
"Stop
metal."
laughing."
Stop having
Oh,
jackass.
Dude, Galactus. Speaking of like pseudo Galactus and turning
Yeah.
into segue into real Galactus, but like I just finished.
There's a
watching-
real
yeah,
Galactus?
I just finished reading Secret Wars.
Yeah.
And like I remember like how awesome it was. Like Galactus was getting ready to eat the planet they were all on, and like Doctor Doom creates a device to siphon the energy from it to harness it for himself, and he becomes like a god.
Yeah.
And he just starts losing his mind because like he said everything he like understands and controls everything. He can see through himself and like see through everything. He just starts to like
Yeah.
lose his mind. It was amazing. He just had to fight to control like the power that he had. I was like,
Oh, wow.
that's pretty awesome because Doctor Doom was like
Pretty
a
biblical.
bad dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like it's also kind of like what is that power, and that might segue into hallucinogenic talk we were looking to do about just like any sort of something. No, serious, Chad.
Oh,
No,
it's been
just
a while.
we're
We
done
haven't
with
done
comics.
one.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're not being serious talking about anything else. I
Comics are a
don't,
good segue.
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Well,
We'll talk about real
Screw
life
that.
stuff
I
in
don't
human
care.
comics.
no, but yeah, the whole we're actually talking about it on the way because you were
Yeah.
just talking with some lovely vagrant about your experiences with hallucinogenics, and we're that brings up Doctor Doom. Just kind of like when you're faced with that crazy amount of power, and your mind is set a certain way, you can't really tune to it, and just you can't really keep going with it. And same thing with when your senses are kind of thrown so crazy out of whack.
Yeah.
That I mean, how do you harness it all, and how do you keep it under wraps? And let's bring it to the audience and see what they think. And they're all
I
They're in their
personally
little world.
am hip to the idea of omniscience. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not asking
What do you mean
for
you
a
take
lot.
it?
I'm not asking for
You'll
a lot
give
in
it,
this
baby.
life, but I think it would be pretty cool if someone just gave me omniscience.
Oh yeah. Would you
take
let
that.
the rest of us live our normal lives and just kind of?
Yeah, like an
make-
ant colony.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
You're just checking on us every once.
But you
in
know
a
what I
while.
would do though is like I would totally just fly by and just come down all epically like glide down, just be like, hey, what's going on? Doing good. All right, see you later.
Would you be
Here's some
greased
immortality.
up? Would you be greased up?
No, absolutely, totally, constantly. We're just always
You're
flexed
just
up.
like
yeah.
you just
Eyes
have like a
would glow.
lightning bolt scar in the
Yeah.
middle of your chest. That's what I would do.
I feel like that would be amazing.
I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want in the entire world with your body or the universe. This came to me for the first time ever right now, but I think I'd put eyes on my butt cheeks just so I can see what that looks like, you know? I can just...
The eyes through my bottom.
It's not a bad use of power.
Right? Yeah. I can do anything I want.
Well, I think like our vision of ourselves personally and mentally would change drastically with omniscience.
Well, that's what I thought was cool about Doom, is because Doom, like being such a bad guy as he was, and once he attained like the power of a god, he was like he was like totally chill. He was just all he wanted to do was sit and just chill, because he's like, if I think,
have a couple friends over, have a couple brewskis.
I could destroy a universe if I get angry. It's like, that's pretty awesome to think about.
Yeah, harness it, go with it, do what you can. Omniscience. I'm trying to think. Yeah, what'd I do with it? Nothing.
Yeah,
exactly. Give it to UNICEF. Make them have it. Give it to charity.
Let them help the world a little bit.
No, I'm just a good guy. What am I gonna say? I'll probably burn stuff, then bring it back.
Yeah.
Destroy it, bring it up.
Yeah. My Australian roommate Adam and I were recently talking about this, and we decided the safest thing to do would be to leave this universe alone and just make a pocket universe that's like an exact clone that you can then do whatever the fuck you want in.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
That's a pretty cool idea, actually.
You could still live your life. Like me as JB, I could just, do my job and make videos and hang out with my girlfriend and then go blow up the entire planet. But it doesn't affect anybody.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
You can have 50 million, put any number there, of versions of yourself on wherever.
Yeah.
You're going to explore like you can see everything as it is and see all the weird spectrums and see all the weird, kind of just like how things actually move, like molecules actually react to things, and just, the center of the universe, see what, like, I would love to just, like, surf through a black hole or something weird like that, and just have my
see what happens.
See my molecular buildup just be torn apart, and then just put it back together and be like, dust myself off.
No problem.
Oh, I've been in the middle of a black hole. How was it? I wasn't paying attention.
It tastes like chicken. Like,
like what? I recorded it. Oh, where'd my tape player go? I'd still be a fuck up, is what I'm saying.
I think the idea of that is way too cool, but like, really, what would you do with it though? Like, you could create anything, you could destroy anything. Like,
why does it have to be created, destroyed, John?
That's a good point. What else is there though?
I don't know. You don't have to do anything.
Just kind of scope things out.
Yeah, maybe the whole point of it is that. I guess maybe the whole point of it is it just kind of happens onto itself, so it doesn't matter. Anything you do, it just kind of fixes itself. It's kind of reassigning
like
itself.
Manhattan?
Sure, like it'll happen no matter what, kind of thing.
Yeah.
He kind of has a great, good amount of that power of omniscience.
He was a god, wasn't he? Didn't he essentially become a god?
Yeah. It depends on your definition of a god.
No, valid point.
Yeah, I don't know. All these things, like being omniscient, is kind of like a statement that doesn't really mean much. Like, what would you do? And there's like, what is this rock in the background I'm picking up?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's totally undercutting. There's a lot of, in this store, there's a lot of cock rock going around, like 70s cock rock that just kind of like, and it's all I can picture out like some like 70s dick just with like tassels on it. And like a
70s dick?
Yeah, just with like, and also like spiky hair, like wig on it, on the tip.
I can dig
go from there. Whoa. Uh-oh, we got people coming around.
They're checking on us.
Like a shark. We have Tim works at the store. He came around, gave us the evil eye. We're talking about 70s cock rock.
Are we talking like spiked pubic hair with like
yeah, but it'd be like hair
dyed
plant.
leopard print?
Yeah, I would say we'd have to put it on the helmet of the head. It'd be like hair plugs on if you would take it from the pube region.
Oh, I'd have a hair plug out of my own pubes.
Maybe. If we're bringing pubes in the equation, I wouldn't. I'd just go straight from shaft to head. We want to talk about this logistically.
Well, yeah.
With like a 70s cock rock wig, somewhat 80s. Nothing?
I can picture is the urethra opening up wide, just being like, just like
yes, yep. Glam rock cock.
And then it comes.
Yeah. Thank you, good night.
He just pukes. Pukes out jizz.
That felt great.
I'd watch that movie though.
Yeah, wouldn't it? It's just such a bizarre. And then obviously the vaginas are in the audience.
You know what other movie I'd watch?
What?
No.
Yeah, the Avengers when it comes out.
Was that supposed to be a plug for My Name Is Jonah? Oh my god! I thought you said you didn't want to talk about it at all.
It's all I want to talk about.
Why? Why do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm just kidding. No one want to talk about it.
You really do. I can see it in your eyes.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do we got?
I don't know.
JB's in the process of cutting it. JB's right here. He's not in the
No,
process
is
right now,
this
but-
really a sandbag here? Are you really going to bring it up?
We're
even
making
after-
a movie. That's awesome.
Yeah, but you know what? That's that. This is this, buddy.
All right.
This is
Yeah,
a conversation.
I mean, pretty much anything I could say about it, I'd rather somebody learns for the first time watching the movie, right? It's getting
I'll
worked
just look
on.
at you. Stone cold.
You disagree?
Hey, no, I agree. I mean, I think John and I have a different outlook on like talking about it all the time and just letting.
I'm just trying to build awareness, baby. That's
yeah.
all.
I mean, I think
It
people are
exists.
aware. Yeah.
It's a movie that's coming out soonish. We got a new
Yeah.
promo coming.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks, I think.
Nice.
We should be able to
Yeah.
put that thing out there.
I think so.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to it.
You heard it here, folks.
Super. You had a dip and super cool. Cool. That's cool. I bet. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just weird, like noises throughout the whole show now. It's tongues and clicks.
Gargoyles was a really good show.
Now we're just looking at things in the room, and taking them in. And,
Yeah, but it was a really good
really
show.
was.
Jonathan Frakes was on it. Pretty much half the cast of Star Trek Next Generation
I didn't know
was
that.
on
That's
it.
cool.
Keith David.
Keith David, yeah.
Oh,
I always
yeah.
want to call David Keith.
Yes, and I always confuse who
Is
what.
that a real person?
David Keith
David
was
Keith
from
is the
Major
white-
League 2. He was the catcher in
The
Major
white-
League 2.
Huh.
No, it wasn't. Yes, you're right. Jack Parks.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, nice. He also was in the Daredevil movie.
He was also in some
Oh.
movie with Pamela Anderson.
Oh
It sucks,
yeah,
but
it
she
was
shows her
Top
tits in it,
Off.
so it was kinda
Yeah,
cool.
I think it's called Top Off.
Yeah, top off.
There was that, and there's because was it Keith David was in your what?
John's touching me with his feet.
Not with his mouth. Unbeknownst to the world around us. Yeah, Keith David was on Community, or he was the voiceover for. Now I haven't been able
Was
to talk
he?
to John about it. Did you see this
I
week's
didn't
Community?
see last night's episode.
Oh,
yet.
never
that show
mind.
good?
On
It's-
Thursday.
It's fucking
You'd
awesome.
like
Is
it.
it?
You
Yeah.
saw the D&D clip we posted, right?
That was amazing.
Yeah,
that was legitimately amazing.
The show's always that good. That's one of the best episodes.
He said it,
but-
kids. He said it.
Yeah.
But
Even their clunkers aren't that bad. Like there's
No.
a couple that just aren't as good as the other ones.
I consider it like that show overall a guilty pleasure, but I think it's I think television sitcom-y things aren't that good to begin with, and they're really not. And this is like probably the better of all of them.
That's cool.
In that,
Our buddy
So,
Brian is a huge fan of that. And like,
oh yeah, horror movie a day.
horror movie a day. Yeah, I
Film
bring it up because
historian.
like Brian actually sent me a movie a couple weeks ago in the mail.
Oh, what'd he send
a
you?
Peter Weller movie that I guess he reviewed. He just sent it to me in the mail. He just like
Is it
me and
new?
like five
Awesome.
other people. And it's called Of Unknown Origin. It is so bad. It's the
What year?
Fucking. It's like 1980 or 1983. I think it's
Oh my God,
1980.
It's young Weller.
But no, it's 83. Yeah, and it's about a dude who's got like a rat, like that lives in the house, but the rat's like stalking him, like intentionally stalking him, and like it's
the
just
rat
like
is intentionally.
yeah,
stalking
like it'll
him.
just do things to like fuck with him and like just ruin the guy's day, and like he's supposed to be closing some big deal, but he starts to get all stressed out about
What
the rat.
deal?
He's like a stockbroker or something.
Oh, yeah.
He's like closing this big deal, and like he's got to get this
The
done. And his
80s.
wife and kid are away on vacation, and he's got the house to himself, and he's supposed to be getting his work done, and this rat is just harassing him, and like he starts to lose it, and like it's like, why don't you just fucking? He's like rich. The guy lives in like some crazy 3-story house in like Manhattan. Like it's like, why don't you just spend $150 and get an exterminator? And it's like he wants to trap the rat himself because like his
His
super
manhood?
the super there is like, well, you're gonna be a man, you're gonna take care of this yourself, and he's like, yeah, you're right. It's like, what? and it's just like everyone. It seems to be like the whole movie, like everyone he talks to is like a rat expert. Like and they're just like, yeah, rats. I was in the war. I know all about rats. Like, what are you talking? Why?
The Rat War. What?
And he starts like
No.
he starts losing his mind. Like he just starts going crazy, and like
It's not good at all.
it's just a normal. No, that's the thing is like it's so good because it's so shitty.
Oh,
It's
okay.
so
What's
shitty.
it called?
It's
Not even
good. It's called Of
psychological?
Unknown Origin,
of
Yeah.
unknown origin.
and it's just like there'll be parts where like he'll get like all suited up to go fight it. Like he does this like 5 times throughout
Wait,
the movie. He
yeah,
like
I
gets
heard.
ready to battle it,
Wait.
and like every time he sees it, he screams like a girl and like like runs away from it. It's like, what do you do? It's a rat. Kick it. And like there's a part where it jumps on his head and like it literally takes him to the ground. I was like, wait, it weighs 2 pounds. Just grab it by the scruff of the neck, throw it against the wall, and stomp on it.
Have you ever been assaulted by a rat?
I've had friends who have rats. They're adorable. They're just cute little animals. I imagine if one was attacking you, just kind of crush it.
Yeah,
But like
you could.
he's literally terrified of this thing. Like, he
You're
cries like
inhumane.
the whole movie.
You're inhumane.
So Collins reviewed it and he copied it to 5 DVDs and sent.
No, it was the actual movie. Like I don't know if he bought it or he got
You
it
say
as promo,
copied it
but
to
he
5
sent me the
DVDs?
I
actual
thought I heard
movie.
John say he sent it to 5 people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
But it was like the real movie. And
I
it was,
wasn't
like,
really paying attention.
It's
Right.
just, it's so amazingly bad. Like if it's just a good shitty movie, it's so bad, but it's awesome because it's so bad.
Wow.
Is it worth
Yeah.
seeing?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I would totally say
Get your rats off.
Was there
Will.
any
And it's
explanation?
the first appearance of Shannon Tweed, by the
Oh,
way.
really?
Yeah.
Is she?
Of course she is.
Yeah,
It's,
all right.
it's-
We have kids around, so we can't really say. Right now we can. She's nude. She's plenty nude.
Was there any note with the and when you got it in the mail? Did Collins explain
no.
it?
Is
He
Tweed
just- he
the
asked me-
rat in it?
Is what?
Shannon Tweed the rat in it?
No.
No? Oh, that'd be
the
kind of
rat
weird.
talk?
No.
Yeah.
It's just a rat. It's just a rat.
Well, can you ever feel the psychological edge of a rat?
Apparently
gnawing
they want
at
you to
you?
because in this movie, one of the lines in the movie is like, "You may be thinking of him like 20% of the time, but he is thinking about you 100% of the time." I was like, "No, he's not." He's
Why
just
would he think about me?
wants
foraging for
cheese.
food?
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. He wants to
And,
just
like,
defecate somewhere.
Dude, it disables all of the traps he puts out. Like it like totally destroys them. It doesn't just like disable the traps; it destroys them and makes like a mockery of the traps. So it's just like
Is it like the trap just like a toothpick and cheese? Come get me.
it's a RoboCop
Yeah.
figure. Just drop it.
Oh my
It's
god.
so terrible. I recommend it.
All right.
honestly.
Is it-
I had an apartment in college where we had multiple mice, and so we had to set out a bunch of traps. And there's just enough room between the stove
poor
and the
mice.
fridge. I know. I always feel bad, but whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck them. And there's
They're
just
so
enough
tiny.
room between the stove and the fridge, and we had for like our pasta pot
Obviously.
to cook.
Yeah.
And I guess in the middle of the night, the rat had pushed the pot off the fridge so it would land on the mousetrap that we had put down there, so that he could eat the cheese without getting trapped by the rat.
It's pretty clever,
trapper.
actually.
He's a
Did you
clever
lose your
fucking
mind
mouse.
though, and like lose
Yeah,
your job
I
over
turned
it?
into Peter Weller.
The
Did he
best
ha-
is like his wife comes home at the end to the house, and it's just completely the whole house is destroyed. Of
course.
Yeah.
The whole house is destroyed, and she's like,
Is the
"Oh my
rat
god,
dead?"
what happened?" He's like, "I had a party," and then the credits roll. That's it. I was like, "What?"
That's awesome.
I was like, not to ruin the movie for you folks, but I mean, see it anyway. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But good
I had a
god,
party.
Does he
yeah,
have?
that's it. Just said no, it's funny. Yeah.
It's a rat party.
Out thinking your ass. That's so bad.
By band Rat Seller. Here's a question: did he have suspenders and like the white
The
shirt?
rat.
The rat. The Larry King rat? No. Did Peter Weller have
Welch's
like?
grape juice.
Did Peter Weller have like suspenders and like a white collared shirt kind of thing, like I'm
Oh, he
a
was like a-
stockbroker?
Yeah, he
kinda?
was like a total. Yeah.
Is that what it like the look?
Yeah,
I'm just
and he had the
picturing-
sexy secretary. The secretary was wicked hot and like had like see-through
Oh.
shirts on. I was just like, what?
Well, hey, wait,
That
was
wasn't
it
Shannon
see-through?
Tweed, was
no,
it?
no. Shannon Tweed was his wife.
She's an older woman, like as much as she's like in her 50s, I think, or
Gene Simmons'
60s.
wife, right?
Now?
Well, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, back then so it would have been late 20s.
She
maybe
was
30.
50.
It was 50
Yeah.
then. Then she reverse aged it.
Ooh,
They
it's
got
hot.
back.
I like
She's
it.
pretty good. No, yeah, apparently that marriage is kind of just a show marriage. I mean, not to say that's...
Whoa, you heard
Yeah.
it here first?
I heard it when I was living in L.A. before they did it. One of the accountant I worked with at the place the representation house I worked for, like she knew Shannon Tweed's best friend, and like yeah, just a show, and it's sad, really. How can that love not blossom? That's why I say we're all in deep thought now. Just thinking about how can our love survive.
I hate Kiss so much.
Really?
Kiss, I fucking hate Kiss.
I'm kind of with John on this one. I'm not a big Kiss fan at all.
They have like one song I like, and I think it's a song they had in the Bill and Ted soundtrack. God gave rock and roll.
well,
to
they're
you.
also
No,
kind
that
of
was Kiss. That
Nah,
wasn't.
I think it's Kiss.
Yeah.
That's the only song of theirs I like.
they're kind of a
I
bunch
don't
of
know why I
pussies.
thought that was
You know what I
somebody
mean?
a lot
You
cooler
think they'd
than
be
Kiss.
metal?
They're not metal at all. They
No,
stink.
they're pretty bad.
Yeah, I like that movie that they made about the kids going to see the concert.
Detroit Rock City?
Yeah.
I don't think they made it, but
No, I know they didn't. They didn't make it,
Yeah.
but they were in it, weren't they?
I don't even know if they were in it. I think at the end maybe
Yeah, because like, the whole movie
it's about them.
is about getting to the concert.
Yeah,
Pretty sure they got to the
I
concert.
think at the end they're.
I hardly endorse this event or product.
Yeah.
They're not. I don't hate them, but I don't. I also don't own any of their records, you know. But I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Kiss.
Yeah, probably
Kiss. Like Kiss. Yeah, we're
something about rock and roll.
Actually, speaking of which, there's a great record selection in Comically Speaking in the back. We're right by it.
And a sweet selection of Rihanna posters. Come get your
Rihanna
Rihanna posters.
yeah, I don't-
30-70% off.
Hold on, I'm getting a call here.
Uh-oh. Put it live on the air.
Oh yeah, hold on. Go ahead, talk.
I totally need to spend some money here today after.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Go for it amongst yourselves.
Oh.
Hey, Monk.
Should we just
Oh,
let
which
him-
one?
That's just Phil's talking to somebody.
Oh, good. All right, that's awesome.
Cool. That's awesome.
All right, hold on. Tell us again. Hold on. Hello? Hold on. Say that again.
Your chat game?
Okay, sounds good. All right.
You're jacking?
Yeah.
Right now.
Hey, hello? Hey, are you excited?
Phil's talking to his wife, who loves the podcast.
Oh, my God.
Biggest
All right,
fan.
well, I'll
Is
talk
she
to
a
you later.
fan?
No,
No,
she
not
hates
at
it.
all.
All right, I love you.
Has she listened to it?
I think so.
She
Once.
has. I told you the story.
Yeah.
Recently, the monk, and this is for the monk if she listens again. That's what I was doing a little motion. She kind of loves. But no, she kind of listens. She's more of a frenemy of the podcast. Yeah, that carries any weight with you.
Sure.
Sorry, JB. You
Was
were
that,
very
that was
stoic.
Just, that was
No,
very
just stoic and just, it
sincere.
was a face I don't see from JB often. It was entertaining. And but she I was telling John today. She listened to the fart beats. Actually, could you throw a beat down for me? I was talking to Steph today about the podcast. Something. I can't rap with Mod Lass. Sorry.
Can't rap about mom's class. Is that what
Mom's
you said?
Mod Lass? I don't know. Or Iron
I can't
Class.
rap in mom's class. I like that.
Yeah. He'll take it. He'll make it better. But no, I was talking to you about Steph listening to a podcast. I think it was a couple of days ago. She was telling me she listened to the Jeff and Colleen last episode, and she was telling me, "Oh, it just goes into sex pretty quickly." I'm like, "Yeah, they mostly do."
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was also, I'm like, "Hey, Monk, we kind of have a following." It's like, who? Dan Patty? And I'm like, it
Very
was
condescending.
great. It was great. It was great. Dan, thanks for listening, by the way. That was a shout out.
That's hilarious, Steph. That's hilarious.
It was pretty cute and great, but she was right. I'm like, yeah. But some other people have listened and
Who
enjoyed
listens to what you really? Who really cares?
it. And she's right. I mean, it's what I should, definitely the motivation behind us. We're getting Dan Patty some material.
That's right.
I mean, I kind of think about all podcasts the same way as like, well, why? But that's the best reason to do it. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, like we live in an age where we can. So
Right.
fucking just
Tell
do
us
it. You
the
know?
age.
No,
No,
if you
I-
want to be an asshole on a microphone, you can.
You certainly
that's
can.
true. And will.
And do.
And frequently.
Oh, that's fun.
But no,
Whatever.
I think, we did it pretty much as a larf. And because John wanted to do it, and I was like, all right, let's do it. And then I
I always twist Phil's arm to these stupid little projects, and then like when he hates them, he doesn't hesitate to remind me that it was my idea. This is stupid, but it was your idea in the first place. I don't want to do this, but we're doing it.
Yeah.
Remember how you spearheaded this? It's like, yes, I know.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, and that usually is brought upon like, oh great, or like, hey, have you gotten us a guest yet? And I'm like, what? It's like I gotta record and produce the show. Like, all right. No, but John reminded me, and we had a great little exchange this week
Yeah,
about.
it's like, I haven't come. I can't get a guest. It's like, can you get a guest? He's like, I don't want to get a guest. Like, I've got every guest on the show except for like one, except for Mike Bird. And you're like, yeah, well, I only have to produce the show and record it and edit. And I was like, that's right. I only made a website and got it on iTunes and stuff. And it's like this pissing contest back and forth. It's like, why do we do this? We hate it.
I will
We
say,
love it.
yeah. No, actually, it's really fun. It
Yeah.
allows us to come here in places and people to walk by and think we're quasi. Anything.
No one cares, yeah, no one
yeah,
cares.
Yeah,
exactly.
we're still being ignored.
I
It's
think-
pretty awesome.
We're like the Rack of comics, like the DuckTales comics. Everyone's just like walk past it. It's like,
DuckTales comics are awesome, though.
What?
DuckTales, oh my god. Well,
Like the original.
Well, not DuckTales.
Carl
I love-
Banks?
Yes, Carl
who
Banks
likes
is
DuckTales
amazing.
comics? JB?
Well, all right. I
Yeah, I don't.
just
JB just
kidding.
went down
No,
20 rungs on my ladder
no,
here.
Not at all. Garlic bread.
You can't garlic bread me, buddy.
I can garlic bread myself.
It does
Oh,
reset everything. It's like a reset.
No, let me try
It's like
again.
a sliders kind of.
The DuckTales cartoon show. I will say I love it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
Just a little bit as a kid.
Carl Banks or Barks, I can never remember.
Oh.
Carl Banks.
Now you got me thinking.
Yeah,
'cause now
you
I'm
just
thinking
said it.
Banks. I think it's Banks.
It's
but
Banks.
It could be. I'm also thinking, is that like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air's last name?
Carlton Banks, you're right.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, whoever did the Scrooge McDuck comics and the Donald Duck comics in the
50s.
50s,
Oh,
the
50s.
30s,
I'm sorry. I thought it was early.
That's
on
right,
that.
those are old,
earlier,
aren't they?
yeah. I
No,
don't
you're
know.
probably right though. Like
I had
30s,
a couple.
40s.
Yeah, I had a couple old ones when I was a kid that somebody found out I liked comic books and gave them to my uncle, gave them to me, and that guy's cartoon style is amazing. Like Scrooge McDuck just travels the world looking for treasure, and the artwork is beautiful. It's just you should really just like in all seriousness look at it sometime. It's
Fair
one of my
enough.
favorite storytelling artists, even though I don't know his name.
No, it's good. And actually, like you're always someone I can talk to about old. Yeah, I can look it up online, but I'm not going to do it. JB's doing it right now.
I'm gonna.
But I'm gonna get this right. But I know I can talk to you about. I know I can talk to you about comics as well. But I know JB has like cartoonist like dial because he's more like you're more of an like cartoonist as opposed to like.
I thought you just called me a vanilla cartoonist.
A vanilla. You're very bland, and I like that. I'm not offended.
It's Carl Barks.
Carl Barks. So you're right, Carlton Banks.
He just died. He died in 2000. He started out as an American. He started out as a Disney studio illustrator. And he ended up inventing Duckburg and all of its inhabitants.
Oh, all right. Duckburg, Jewish. We know.
Scrooge. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So I'm a vanilla illustrator.
Yeah, no, I consider you more of a cartoonist in a positive sense. I don't
see any reason why that would be negative.
Well, I think sometimes cartoonist has a negative connotation, as opposed comparatively to, not to put that in your head, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
failure. You ever seen Family Circus, JB? I'm not comparing you to Family Circus.
And while that's not a funny strip, I think it's drawn beautifulely. I love that guy.
They did have good art. It was so bad. I always hated that comic strip so much.
So Billy liked to walk around a lot.
Did you ever
Billy gets hit by a bus. They have those little dotted lines. It leads up to it goes around a bush behind the house to a truck. It's a chalk outline. Oh, Billy.
He'll be back next week. His head in the bottle. But no, what was it? There actually is a great site online. You probably saw this like a year or so ago. Actually, Collins had it. Brian Collins, the horror movie. They chump. Woo! Sorry, don't combat them. There's people everywhere. No, it was like this Family Circus, like redone or redux.
Oh yeah,
like rewritten. Like it's filthy and amazing.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's along the lines of all bad baby jokes.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. I remember him saying that.
I did see that. Yeah.
It's pretty fun and hot. You'd be like, pedophilia and all that. Or love it, actually, I should say.
You drew the Sock Talk cartoon, right?
I did.
It's awesome. Oh, I look at it all the time. I really like it. It's a good logo.
I guess I don't consider that a cartoon, but I consider you more of an illustrator, and I think that more of these are just my definitions of you in these tiny boxes.
Trying to improve my skill set. It's been very frustrating.
Look at him blush. Look at him.
It's been very frustrating.
But yeah. That's
You'll be happy to know, JB, my class is officially done this week.
Nice.
So I can actually start doing the assignments in like 2 weeks because I still got to work.
I
have to wrap up with like my actual work, and then I got to start doing that. But
thought you were talking
work on the animation.
Yeah,
sweet.
I thought you were talking about assignments he assigned for you.
Yeah,
like JB, like
for the squirrel.
Yeah. Okay.
Critiques it. This is useless. What am I going to do with you?
Why? It's a squirrel. Where's the anger?
No. Wacky.
These guys are
crazy.
Have you ever made love to a squirrel?
Yes. Look at that. Is that chest hair on that action figure, or is that a back tattoo, the one with the red
I think it might be a back tattoo.
That's crazy.
I think we got someone involved on the case, but no. No, we had someone going. I think it is. Uh-oh.
I thought it was back hair for a second. But.
What's the dog's name?
Remy.
Hello. Oh, hello. You're so cute. It's okay. Yeah, so you can get down. I'm playing with a dog. John, go on.
That's right. Phil's playing with a dog. Commentate.
It's just Pitbull.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, they get a bad rap. They really do.
Really awesome dogs.
Yeah. I had one, actually had a puppy a while ago. This is a podcast I play with dogs. Hey, take it easy.
That's a cool dog, though.
Aw. That's adorable. Yeah. So do you have a dog? No.
I have had dogs. I'm allergic to them pretty bad.
Oh,
actually.
okay. You want to sniff it?
Yeah.
Just put your head right
I would
in
like
it.
to die.
Yeah.
I'm going to pat the dog now. It's my turn to pat the dog.
Just rub my face later.
Aw.
Are you allergic to dogs?
I'm pretty allergic, yeah.
Really?
But if I don't touch them, it's fine. So.
My dad's allergic to it. I can't go near him. The dog wants to play with him, too.
Yeah, because they feel bad. They're like, well, why don't you love me? I love you.
Stop being such a non-loving jerk. Well, you were thinking about, or Dana was thinking about getting a dog.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I are talking about getting a dog, but we'd get a hypoallergenic one. We
Aw.
need one with balls like that.
Dogs
Yeah.
got a piece on 'em.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I forgot. Steph doesn't want a male dog because she doesn't want to deal with, like, male, like, dog genitalia.
Wouldn't you just snip them? Isn't that
Well,
what you
like,
do?
the balls, yeah.
Yeah.
But not, like, just, like,
I feel
dog
like I would
dogs.
just keep them. Just keep 'em,
Just hanging
like,
out.
I would make it a point to have the dog like rear its face in people. Just be like, ugh.
Oh, I thought you meant you would keep them after the
My buddy right now, my roommate's got a cat.
The balls. After
You keep the ball
cut
after
them
they're
I
off.
done.
meant on the cat, but
On
I mean,
the
you
cat?
could keep them.
The dog balls on the cat?
Yeah, you just tape them on.
Oh, all right.
On the forehead.
All right.
Why not?
No, but that shows dominance, just like a trophy.
Yeah.
So they just have, like...
If
Like
if
a
you
string?
wore your cat's balls
Aw.
on your Chin?
Yeah, no,
Forehead?
or the cat could wear the dog balls on it.
What about your
So,
chin?
no.
If you grew like you could tape like
Chin balls?
it's like put velcroed them into your beard or
No, but you
something,
know what
so
I'm
it
saying
looked
with-
like they were just coming out of the bottom of your chin. It's like, what is that?
It's not a tumor, buddy. But if a cat, like a champion cat, tribally had dog balls around its neck. What,
Around
you know
its
what,
neck,
yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like a trophy.
I got you.
Like a human ear in war.
I'm sorry. The song, like, I get it. Now I'm going to throw it back.
or a calzone.
An ear. Or calzone. Let me
You didn't
speak your
quite
language.
finish.
Yeah.
Or that you dominated.
How about, the pizza crust on a string? And just... it works.
Spaghetti.
What if we ended the podcast with just, like, making a pizza? Or, if someone shows up.
How
like,
long have we been doing
pasta.
this podcast now for? I want to buy some
You
comics.
want, it's an hour and 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, not long at all.
That really isn't long for an episode.
Well,
of
you can
Science.
go right now and we'll come back. That's
Yeah,
why
bring some comics back.
I expected it to be like that.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. See you guys later. Later, chumps.
Cool.
So John has officially abandoned everything we love. No, but all right. So now JB's gonna take a.
I'm going to sit down
Highlight.
in the more comfortable
Now I got rid of the dead weight. Sorry. Here we go.
Talking about socks.
So, what kind of socks do you like?
I like Argyle. I like ankle socks.
Those are
coat.
Oh no, Argyle are actual socks.
It's a
right?
print, right? Argyle.
Yeah, I
It's a
think
print.
so.
So you can have Argyle socks. You can have striped socks. You can have tube socks.
Are you saying I can? Are you allowing it?
Anybody could. You should.
What do you? I actually these are incredible socks. I like the wool. Touch it. Go ahead. Touch it.
Okay. I am touching
Yeah.
his socks.
Yeah.
Oh, are those wool?
Yeah, they're very comfortable. Actually, jokingly, I don't like. I still think I'm 17 going on 29 or going on 30. I'm 29 now.
Sure.
And I haven't. Have you really changed? You've been arrested development since age.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same person I was when I was 5.
Yeah.
I haven't changed
Well,
much.
that like in.
I've got more body hair.
Yeah, less for me for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah, that was just kind of a yarn of baby
Just slowly
hair.
unraveled.
Huh? No, but my brother, like Jeff, my brother, I got him. Like, I was thinking, what can I get him for Christmas? And I got him the new Legend of Zelda game. And I'm like, I'll get him as a joke gift. I'll get him a pair of socks. And he's like, thanks. I really needed these socks. And I'm like, yeah, we're adults. And I'm like, we need, because I was like, I needed a good pair of socks too. I'm like, thank God I got some for me too.
Nice.
But yeah, that's
Christmas time. Time to buy socks.
Well, yeah, isn't it? Didn't you like cartoons set up that whole thing? Like, Dad gets a new tie.
Yeah.
Or like cartoons really set it up. Like,
I mean, I
Mom-
wasn't around before cartoons did it, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah, we don't. We don't know the Christmas traditions before cartoon. No, but it's like these images are. It gets more serious, but those images get implanted in your head.
I can totally see why John's spaced out, man.
You really are at the anchor. Oh
I
my
just
God!
moved over one chair, and my vantage point of the store.
It's like the
changed
black
completely.
hole.
Yeah. And you just get sucked into what's going on around the table.
Man, I wish I had a wireless mic. Next
be
time I'll do
cool,
it.
actually,
Next time
yeah.
I'll do that.
Man on the street.
Well, we're getting one of the things I want to do is I want to go for just a ride through a drive-through and do the podcast, or go to drive-throughs and do it.
Multiple drive-thrus or one drive-thru that you just like loop around the parking lot?
I like looping around the whole time.
And you just every 5 minutes go through the actual window.
Yeah,
and
we just we talked to them at one point. You really answered a question? Go away. Buy something or go away. We ordered the water.
Yeah. Well, you can just keep getting chicken, like 99-cent chicken nuggets, right? Like
We spent like $80.
just
just going-
for the podcast. It's a tax
80 minutes
write-off.
worth of. Well, we can calculate how much through it, like how many, like 5 minutes per McNugget.
What kind of questions would you ask?
Them? I don't know. It all depends who was there. We try to get everyone there. I would try to get people from inside the restaurant to ask, like, could you ask someone in there what they
Yeah.
think of their meal? Like, try to spice it up and see how annoyed they'd get. Like, what's the litmus test of how?
It'd
what's
be
the ceiling?
amazing if you could get someone to take their lunch break in the car with you and just like be a special half-hour guest.
I'd like to do more stuff like that. I think even today, like being out here is kind of fun and ridiculous, but it's not. It's sort of interactive in some
Yeah.
cases, and I mean, I want to go live in some cases, but I also want to go to like maybe a local town meeting and do one, and just like sit there and try to pretend to vote for something, and then just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm abstaining, stuff like that. But JB,
Hello.
we don't get to. Hi.
How you
We don't
doing?
get to. Doing all right.
Cool.
Now you had told me to promise you not to ask you about any
Baseball.
baseball with you
And
you and
baseball.
Adam.
Yeah.
Adam, your roommate, or our lovely friend Adam Van Voorhees.
Two lovely Adams.
Two lovely Adams, and sitting in the tree.
They don't spend a lot of time together. They should spend more time together.
Yeah,
Adam and Adam.
I think it's a tale of two titties. I think it's like Aussie Adam speaks 1,000 miles per hour, and Adam Van Voorhees speaks like an ent.
Yeah.
And it
Ent is a great way to explain Adam. Yeah.
And Steph even brought up another great, because I was talking to him the other, because we did JB and I also, you heard we worked on My Name Is Jonah.
Are you asking me if I heard about it or the audience?
Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Just think about the bigger picture of, it is kind of like great, like, oh wait, like if we're connecting with an unseen third or fourth person. And I forget what I just said.
Sorry.
No, it's me. That's on me. But JB, you and I have worked on numerous things, and My Name Is Jonah, one of them. A couple music videos.
True.
I forget other little things. We did the Boston Comic Con 2011 commercial. We just finished the one for this year, 2012. Which, to plug that's happening April 21st and 22nd.
Which I gotta say, I was working on it for about a week at least, right? And so
off and on, I'd say.
Constantly be hearing April 21st and April 22nd. And then one of my friends who I make music with was like, hey, these are the weekends I have available in April. And he gave me 3 weekends to choose from. Yeah. One of the weekends being April 21st and April 22nd. And part of working on the ad for Comic-Con is actually going to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And I listened to April 21st and April 22nd a million times and picked April 21st and April 22nd to hang out with this kid. And it was like 4 days later. I was like, wait a second, I'm an asshole.
Well,
can't.
You're not the first person to do that. Because Marion DiDio, a childhood friend of mine, or high school, I should say. I guess I was a child then. I'm a child now, though, so what does it matter? She worked on this. She did one of the voiceover stuff for it. We spent like an hour or so doing it. It was a lot of fun. But she asked me after seeing the commercial and like on Facebook chat, like, "Oh yeah, when's that again?" Because I asked her if she could come, and I'm like, and she's like, "Oh wait, I know." And then I was like, "Yeah, I was tempted to say like being asked from the person who is the voice of it."
Job putting the commercial together.
Yeah, exactly. Or just there was no like. Your mind is shut completely off after you spoke. Comic-Con, okay, I'm going to have a cigarette, and then get hit in the head with a hammer. But no, that Steph was asking. Back to Adam. Adam helped color correct, and Adam and I work on a lot of stuff. Not Aussie Adam, not the 1,000.
Adam.
Yeah, Ent Adam. I was on the phone with him about something.
Adam
Ent. Yeah, that would be great. That should be his.
That is his name.
Yeah.
From forevermore. Adam does not listen to this. I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't want him to. And it would be great to have him on the podcast because it'd just be like put the mic there and just make a sandwich, come back, ask him a question, go. But he was talking to me on the phone because I had to get the footage from him because Steph and I were going out Thursday night to eat, and I was going to get the footage back from him because he was color correcting and he did an amazing job on it. He's really good at it.
It looks beautiful.
And check it out, it's online. And he was like, I'm like, oh, just tell me about this, and he's like taking his time, telling me like. Well, and I'm like, I'm sitting there like trying to like type things on the computer and get ready to leave before I go, and like I'm right there. I'm like, I'm just like jumping in a chair, like thinking my motion somehow will like cosmically help him and egg him on to make it.
His energy,
in the ether, the cosmic ether, and he'll just get him like, oh, I'm sorry, I just woke up. Here's what I want to do, and Steph's just looking at me like, what? Like mouthing.
10 minutes have gone by.
Yeah, mouthing like what the fuck is going on? And then she's like, "Does he like? Can he just talk? Can he just let it out?" I'm like, "I know he can." But no, he's great though. He's always good to have. He is a funny guy.
Very funny.
It's like if you think we're too off the wall, he is. We're not. We truly. Actually, I don't think we are. Oh, I want to. The guy with the tree.
Excuse me.
That is an amazing toy. That is an amazing toy. It is from the 80s. I forget where. Do you remember what? Oh, what was it?
Sorry. It's from Inhumanoids.
Thank you very much. What is that?
I don't know that. I don't remember
that.
Yeah,
there's that guy. Yeah, and he just kind of comes apart. I remember burying that in my backyard for whatever reason. I don't know if I had a thing against it.
Man, just because he smelled funny.
Yeah, but that guy is pretty. We were just talking about Ents too, so it kind of falls into a weird. Cosmic, yeah.
And you got some G.I. Joes. We were talking about the...
Tiger Force, yeah.
Whoa, all right. There you go.
What's the name of the dude with the face tattoos?
In the biker gang.
Guy.
Zartan.
Zartan. What was his
Zartan.
sister? It was his sister or his girlfriend? Zartan. Yeah.
Could they? No, the twins if they hit each other.
That's Tomax and
Tomac.
whatever the other
Wily Kitten. I don't know.
No, yeah, Pikachu and.
I haven't seen the G.I. Joe movie. Is it any good? It doesn't look good. No one's seen it.
Yes, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? It's so good, shitty though.
What?
It's
Don't
so
listen
bad
to this
it's
man
good.
about any movie. He is
He does have
patently
great
really bad.
What are you talking about?
But you love it though, so
Yeah, he does
makes
love-
up for it.
I thought it was bad good.
Yeah, but he like Disorderlies. He loves.
No,
so.
Disorderlies is great.
See?
Yes.
Yo,
I don't-
you just lent him so much credibility.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
You
God!
shouldn't
What
use
did I accidentally
Disorderlies.
I know
do?
what's
I
up.
don't even want to listen to you two now.
What? No,
that's
he's
I'm
in
with you on that.
Disorderlies.
Disorderlies is
He's in
amazing.
Disorderlies.
I've made friends by talking about Disorderlies.
Listen, all I remember is he didn't like Brussels sprouts. That's all I remember. That's
Maybe
all
you're
I
a rich
like.
man. You know?
Plot point. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna hate.
They get fired from their orderly job
Like,
for
go
eating
to
all the cakes.
Sbarro's buffet for like an hour. It's like so good.
Yeah.
Plus, it
No,
has.
Have a good day.
Hey, take it easy, guys. Enjoy your purchase. Listen to Sock Talk. We're plugging it away.
Talk about socks.
24 hours a day, all day.
Well-
what did you get? Anything?
I looked.
Nothing?
I looked. They had a trade paperback Infinity Gauntlet. That image isn't in there.
What?
I can't have imagined that
Well,
happening.
There's three. There's the Infinity Gauntlet. Then there's
Infinity War and stuff.
Infinity
Might be
War.
one of those.
And there's another one too, isn't there?
Infinity Crusade, I think it was.
Crisis on Infinity.
I don't know, there's a lot of
on
them.
Infinite Gauntlets.
An infinite amount of infinite.
Yeah. It just has the infinity symbol. It says "Buy me."
yeah.
You know.
There's a lot of stuff over there though.
Yeah?
There's so
Oh,
many
it's
comics
good.
to go through.
Yeah, and you can get an additional percentage off.
Whoa!
You can if you go up there. If you stay here, you get nothing.
I actually just ran into someone from a few years ago that I knew was
did-
another
how
illustrator.
Fast? How fast? He just kind of ran it.
Another illustrator. He saw a post on Facebook about this place, so he
Really?
came down
Oh,
to
cool.
buy
Oh,
some
that's
stuff.
awesome.
Who is it?
His name's AJ Jarrett. He's a
You
pretty
should
good artist.
You should tell him to mention that. Tell him mention we're getting this fucking place booked.
That's right.
You should get him to do a Jonah fan art. If
That's-
your
There you
word
go.
is powerful enough to get him to come.
No,
down
it's
and buy
our
some comic
word.
books.
Our word.
Sorry, Phil.
So what you guys talk about? What I missed? Anything?
You.
Yeah,
jerks, huh?
predominantly you and you not being here being amazing. And now the black hole.
We're not being creative.
Oh no, we talked about a couple of things. We talked about Adam, both
Adam
Adams, Adam Ent and Adam
Warlock.
Aussie Adam Warlock,
Oh.
hanging out. What if Adam or
I want
Adam
Aussie
Ent-
Adam so bad on here because, like, I don't mean I want him so bad. I mean,
No,
just,
you
like,
want him so.
I want him
want-
so bad. I love his accent.
so bad?
No, I think
Um,
he knows a lot about movies.
He does.
He
He knows
does.
a lot about movies.
I think we all do.
Oh yeah,
It's all good. I'm gonna undercut as much.
but you
as
don't
I
like
can.
Disorderlies. You just shit on.
I don't
what
mind.
don't you
I
like?
don't mind Disorderlies. I
Like the
just think.
Brussels
I think.
sprouts?
I know. I just think that's a perfect example of like.
Disorderlies is a great movie.
No, it's-
Last Dragon.
It's
Last
perfect.
Dragon. You,
It's a.
you don't like Last Dragon either?
Oh, I like Last
Oh,
Dragon.
okay.
No, I think it's a perfect example, though. I mean, you can chalk that up. It could be POS, but it's a perfect example of it. Can be like, when's the last time we saw Disorderlies? Or when did you see it?
Like literally a month ago. A month
Oh
or
my
two
god.
Ago.
Well,
3 years ago. Was the
well,
last
it's
time I
just
watched
like I'd like to think it's one of those things that you can hold in like right here, like funny bits, and beyond it being the Fat Boys and being like that enchantment of like, oh, when I was a kid, it was the Fat Boys. Like beyond that, there's nothing. If you were around that time and the Fat Boys came out, if you were like 20 or 15 or like 18,
See,
and the
here's
Fat
my-
Boys were there,
here's
you
my
would not
theory on
care.
that.
You would like if it were Ted at that
I don't
point.
know, man, because the Fat Boys, though they were like they're kind of corny and they're pop rap. People loved them. They were called the Disco
Yeah.
3 first, and they had like a following, and they changed themselves to the Fat Boys and
Give us the
they
history.
put out awesome music. Their music's fun.
Okay.
I went for a ride
All right.
with who? My nuts all around the block. Took no shortcuts. Finally got home, busted down the door, and my nuts were dragging all over the floor. My nuts.
I'm getting a stare down from John when
My
he's
nuts.
talking about his nuts.
My nuts. Nice. See, I gotta disagree. Like, I will watch a movie and enjoy it for just it being like that movie that Brian was talking about. Brian, let me borrow.
Which one?
The of
Yeah, I'm
Unknown
sure
Origin.
you can-
It's a piece of. It's
you
an
can
absolute
enjoy
piece of
any-
shit. But it's so enjoyably
My dad
bad.
puts it pretty well. As long as you acknowledge it being trash,
Oh yeah.
you can have such a great time with it. Don't
Yeah.
dilute yourself. In
But I think it
anything
makes
else.
it great though. I think that makes it great. I think it
Sure.
makes it enjoyable.
They're great. Like that's why we can make the argument for The Room. The Room being an amazing
That's
experience.
playing,
And Coolidge.
the same weekend as the
When?
Comic Con.
Oh,
When
we
is that
should
happening?
go.
I would
You
really
should
like
go.
to
I
to
will
that.
go with you to that.
Yes, the live experience is amazing, and once
He's
you're in the
gonna be there.
Coolidge,
Tell me what So's gonna be
I've
there.
been there with him, and
I
he
need
is
to-
just as incoherent and disconnected when in live than anything. But
The movie's
he's a
so bad.
oh, it's so great. It's so like
I've only seen it with riff tracks, and that made it.
Really?
oh really?
I want to see it with
watchable.
riff tracks.
It's
That would be good.
with an audience. It's like I've said it a couple times here, and I apologize for repeat.
Well, just don't say it again then.
Okay, I'll just think it to you.
Thank you. I disagree.
What? Not with.
No, not that part.
This is me orgasmically, telepathically linking.
I'm just happy to be a part of this.
You're getting. Oh, I'm just doing. Shooting my telepathic load in your direction.
Right in my eye.
You're right. Can I open it? No, baby, don't. That's
It
actually
doesn't
my favorite
stick
part.
anyway, though, because it's just
No.
covered in olive oil. So
But
slides right off.
Slides right
well, that'd be great power for you as the prince. You just secrete olive oil and you just kind of make it through any
No
sticky
weapon can harm
situation.
Yeah.
It just kind of like
Blades. No blade can cut you.
Yeah, just falls
I
off
shoot
you.
marinara concussive blast out of my eye.
Holy shit!
That's amazing.
We need to
right?
make a comic book. That'd be awesome.
That's why I wear glasses.
Who are you? I'm the king, baby.
They don't contain like. You don't have an optic blast, it's just a
Yeah.
marinara blast.
Yeah.
It just oozes out.
And it doesn't like it's not. You have to have like French bread glasses. or
Well,
something.
I would imagine
Pizza cutter glasses.
pizza cutter glasses. You just bite the top of a tomato and throw it, and it just goes.
explodes.
Yeah.
Charge it with kinetic pasta energy.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's a great villain in The Tick, the Bread Man. I think that was his name. Did you ever watch The Tick cartoon
I used to
show?
love
yeah.
that
Oh,
show.
is that the guy? The confectionist?
Yes, the confectionist.
Yeah.
I
We're
would
just-
legitimately use his powers in a fight. Like that bread bomb is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like it fills up the whole supermarket. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And I remember he actually taught me a great lesson about preservatives. Like, because it is when the cartoons as a kid, it's like, oh, the cookies, what was it, the gingerbread men he had, and because it was a superhero exchange program, that it was like the Danish. I forget what the lady version of like Tick exchange with was it the Dutch version? I forget. But anyway,
Don't
like she
remember.
came over and gingerbread men were taking over like the city, but they became stale after a couple of days. But the confection or who the bread maker, is that his name?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Confectionist, I think sounds right.
Something like that. Or that's what he was a confectionist. And one of the things he was proud about is like, of course the gingerbread men were stale after a couple of days. There are no preservatives in it. And I'm just like, oh yeah, it must be really good too. So there you go. That's the
That
story.
Tick was awesome. Just it was like the live action show was great too.
It was. It was a
The
little
dude,
different.
the dude who played Brock Sampson and
Oh yeah, Patrick Warburton.
yeah, that guy's pretty awesome.
He is.
He is pretty good.
Yeah.
Warburton, how do you say it?
Warburton, I think you're right. I think Warburton.
That show was like weird because it was like watching the cartoon but like live action. It was just so bizarre.
They're two different animals, but yeah.
Yeah, they had to change some stuff, I think.
Bad
Maybe-
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was
that's right.
cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I like that actor anyway. He was in Just
Oh,
Shoot Me, wasn't he?
Yeah. Such a weird hodgepodge.
Yeah, he was
Miss
also-
America.
he was also the
she
dude
was
from
something
Lost.
else. Yeah, he
played
was.
Richard in Lost.
Yes, that's right.
Yep. Oh wow, yeah. Huh. And he's also in The Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah, plays a
Who's
mayor.
he?
He played the mayor.
Oh, cool. Yes, that's right.
That dog's
Deflator
so-
Mouse.
that
So
dog's
that's
awesome.
the original
That's
guy
the-
was.
yeah.
But
Who-
Bat Manuel.
I had Deflator Mouse. That's what it was.
In
But-
the cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, but Bat Manuel.
They pretty much that same team does Venture Brothers, don't they?
Really? That would explain
Closer.
a lot. Venture Brothers is amazing.
I'm pretty sure Ben Edlund, who created the Tick, had something to do with Venture Brothers.
I don't think he did.
That show's so good. Have
No,
you ever seen that
Jackson
show?
Pollock was the guy's name. It's a combination of just painters. Just his
Yeah.
name.
I thought that somehow
Was
the
your-
producing team of the Tick made the Venture Brothers.
I don't think so. I think I could be dead wrong, but I think guy Jackson Pollock.
It's got the same kind of humor. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's
That show was fucking amazing.
I haven't seen it in forever. I saw
Yeah.
like the first season.
Second season's the last one I watched, but
Hey,
those
Husky
first
here.
2 seasons are amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. Morpheus is a great character. Like they're all weirdly like Marvel, DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like a lot to do with music too, like glam rock kind of stuff.
Even like the Venture Brothers, actual like the pajamas they wear. One's dressed up as Spider-Man,
Oh.
and the other's Aquaman. I
And
think. if I remember correctly.
yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think we're waiting for it, John. Waiting for that bomb to drop.
You want me to fart?
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, you did it once.
I
didn't
did. I
hear
don't
it.
got anything. I'll work on something.
And we're gonna brew it.
Yeah, I don't have anything going right now.
What?
This place is so distracting.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is. I just want to go around and just hug everybody. But then again, I get in a lot of trouble again.
Again.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Not for
Whoa,
hugging,
look at that
for
Wolverine
bugging.
bust.
I'll show you a Wolverine bust.
It is pretty awesome.
I have a tattoo of Wolverine on my breast. But yeah, you guys all right? You know, tired?
I'll
Ready to
totally
go?
wrap it up early. This show.
You're
It
wrapping
doesn't
up
need to go.
early? Oh my god, you're ready to go.
You want to buy some comic books?
Sure.
You want to live it? Oh my god, really? You're really
I don't
ready
care.
to go?
I mean, it's
you don't care. This one. All right, ready? John, give us an amazing story in under 10 minutes. It has to be really good.
Do it. Do it, John.
And it's got to be really good. If you can do that, then we fulfill our destiny.
Well,
You failed. Now getting back. Oh, I actually made it up.
yeah, that's all I
Anything?
got.
Really? Come on.
I've got
nothing.
nothing. What do you want?
How do you have nothing?
I don't know. JB, what do you got?
That's not my show.
What do you,
Hey, that's a good out.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
all right. This is us here, and I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna make you do this. I'm gonna make you do
JB
it.
and I leave just 20 more minutes into
Damn
there.
Well, I had a good breakfast.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything interesting?
What do you
that
mean
happened
anything
in the world
interesting?
that
Well, just
happened
in the
this
world.
week?
Jesus, just talk, man. Just make it happen. Just be angry. What are you angry about, buddy? What do you love? Who do you love? You remember that song? You remember that song? You remember that song? You remember that song? Seriously, who do you love?
George Lucas.
George Lucas.
Have you seen that? Have you seen
Wanna poo-poo you. See, now we're getting it going.
that Han Solo dance that I just saw, like Star Wars Connect?
No.
That new Star Wars video game, is it called Connect or something
Oh
like that?
yeah, I heard it's terrible.
Yeah, you can do a Han Solo song and like, I don't know if it's like Dance Dance Revolution or it's like Guitar Hero or whatever. But
All right.
you see Han Solo actually he comes up. It's on the set piece where he gets frozen in carbonite, and he actually comes up out of that little tube, and he's not frozen, and he's singing about how he used to be so cold, and he's so glad that the
Oh my
carbonite's
God.
thawed. He's like, I got a blaster by my side, and like it's so bad.
Is he high pitched?
He's high pitched. He's weirdly high pitched and doing these like weird robot dance with like backup dancers.
So
It
here's a
sucks.
question.
Yep.
Yeah,
What the fuck happened to George Lucas?
right. That's what I'm saying.
what happened.
What do you mean?
Like
He got
sucks
smarter,
so much
buddy.
now.
He got
Is that
smarter.
it? Or like,
He got the money, baby.
Ah.
What you got? Oh, hoodie's coming out. Or
No, it's just
unzipper.
unzipped. That makes me unzip.
That's your album. Unzipped. Unzipped. man.
zipped.
Yeah. We came. Unzipped. We came from hood on, hood off.
It's amazing.
Thing. Hey, that was me.
That was Phil. I'll take credit for it.
Yeah,
Though.
whatever. That's the story of my life.
Unzipped.
Wow.
Yeah, it was right. It was brilliant. That's my idea.
I just feed lines to John.
but
Just
That'd be the worst record ever.
Yeah.
It'd just be so bad.
it's just you unzipping
yeah,
things.
Clearly.
But you identifying it before you zip it? Try to guess this one, guys. I'm like, and we have people looking in at JB unzip
I
his
just
crotch.
what the hell did I just see?
You just had a kid over there just
I just
watching.
watched Willow the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, I did just unzip my pants. It's a performance art, you know?
You hear that, INS? No, INS. What am I-
INS.
That'd be great. They
I
just
get
grab.
deported over it.
I'm a natural citizen. No, we know who you are, Prince. Well, you're going back to your homeland, the pizza realm,
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Pizzonia.
Pizza Rome.
Yeah.
Rolling plains of
All right.
dough.
Rolling, but that's in the song. Amber waves of grain.
Pepperoni sun.
Amber rolls of dough. Your purple mountains pasta
The only crop they grow is onions.
and cans of sauce.
Yeah, and like cans.
Yeah. Woo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So, all right, so George Lucas, yeah, of course. That's like
I watched
that's like
Willow
the,
like last week. Willow
Okay.
is so amazing.
but he doesn't really. I mean, what does he have to do with it? He like executive produced it. Ron Howard
Yeah, he wrote
directed.
it.
Did he write it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Or
Did he?
wrote the story?
Story of
He
it.
wrote it.
It's based on a book.
Script or-
Yeah, it's written by George Lucas.
It's based on a book.
No,
Yeah, it is based on a book.
no, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Oh, you don't even know. You're just
It's
saying
not in the
it.
credits.
If it isn't in the movie credits, I don't know.
Movie credits don't lie.
No, there was a sequel
They
to it.
might.
No,
You can't say that for sure.
No, all
and they're not obligated legally to put. Well,
I just
sometimes
wonder
it's
what
saggy.
happened to the guy. Like he's responsible for some
What
of
do
the
you
cooler
mean?
things, like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I don't think they're responsible for it.
It was his
He-
idea.
so
Yeah,
that's
it's
part
just
of
he
it.
wrote them. He
No,
wrote them.
it was him. It was him. Soderbergh. No, Steven Spielberg. I forget who else was in there for that.
Yeah,
one.
but I'm pretty sure he created the character of Indiana
Yeah.
Jones and then said, "Hey Spielberg, you should direct this." But
I thought
and then,
that,
like, the
didn't they
fourth
just
one-
all get together and do that?
Yeah, it's like what just. I just wonder what happens. Like over the years, like he just everything he does.
He
lately
probably
just
just
stinks.
doesn't want to do it anymore, or just wanted to do something. Also, I don't think he had people keeping him in check. And this is kind of, JB, you might know it. I tried to, mention it in the past podcast. But who was the guy who reviewed all these new Star Wars movies? What's his name? They're brilliant.
They are brilliant. Yeah, they're brilliant. Mr. Dickface, Mr. Lipschitz, Mr. Lipton, Mr. Clip, Mr.
Something. Oh, Mr. Chip or Mr. Pip or Mr. Chips or something.
Mr.
Chips is something different.
Else,
yeah.
Something we can't talk
about. No, it's something like that. Oh, shut up. Let's do this for a second.
Is this thing on?
No, a guy who reviews the new Star Wars films, and he picks them apart.
Just rips them apart. Yeah.
And his great, some of his quotes, I think it's from him, it's just like he doesn't have that safety net. There's no safety net to be like, no, this sucks. Like, don't do that.
So George, we're going to talk about this. I mean, I think that's kind of a good lesson to learn because I see us being the next big thing.
She just totally jinxed.
Yeah.
What?
Any chance we had of
Okay, all right.
No.
Cool, I'm glad you're humble.
But
no.
Here's the thing: is like we got to keep it in check.
Do you listen to yourself?
Yep.
When you say things?
I'm making that claim. I'm making that boastful claim right now.
Oh my god.
We're the next George Lucas.
I will think, sure, whatever. So, bearing in mind that you were crazy.
We're really not.
No,
clearly we're not.
George, what's his name? Lucas.
Perez.
Lucas.
Lopez.
Perez.
George
Perez.
Lopez.
Perez is actually pretty good as an artist, but
not George Lopez. Though.
Not George Lopez.
That's what I meant to say.
George Perez,
because it was
who
less
also
funny.
is an artist in my head.
Was he in the movie with selling oranges on the side of the road? Because that's the
That
first.
was
No,
$1 million to 1.
That's
who? $1 million to 1.
yes,
Which I have seen.
Robert Rodriguez. No, not Robert
And
Rodriguez.
George
I'm
Lopez
sorry.
was in it? Or?
No. It's what's his name?
Wand. J.
Yeah, $1 million to 1 with the J.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
Rodriguez.
He was big in the 80s.
Paul Rodriguez.
Yes.
Different person than George Lopez.
And Robert Rodriguez.
And Robert Rodriguez. Yeah.
I don't know. Rodriguez. No, but George. John is taken out by the store once again. And even JB mentioned when he was in.
Oh, when I moved to your seat, the vantage point just. I don't know. I'm sucked into those statues.
Yeah, like you just kind of get like a good view of everything. Makes you want to go shop.
Did you guys ever have
Till you
that
drop.
AT-AT toy when you were a kid?
No.
Me neither.
I didn't even get into Star Wars until I was like 16.
Oh yeah, it's like a '70s one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No, it couldn't have been
is that
because
the '70s or like '80s.
Empire came out.
Is that the '80s, like AT-AT? Oh my God, it is. Oh, you're right. Yeah, because '79 is when, or '77.
77 was the first Star Wars,
And then 80.
77, 80, and 83.
80.
It was
okay.
3 years apart, each of them.
Oh, okay. 77, 80, and 83.
Yeah.
So that would have been 80.
Yep. Empire was 80.
All right, yeah, but Lucas, like, he didn't have that.
Yeah,
that
you need
net,
someone around to
that
tell you,
net.
like, what you're doing stinks.
Yeah.
Like, dude, come on.
Yeah,
Get a hold of yourself.
I think like the air quotes lore around Phantom Menace is that when he showed it to like Francis Ford Coppola and Spielberg and Scorsese or whatever that group is, they were like, yeah, you went too far. This kind of sucks. So somebody told them, but I wonder what that cut must have looked like, you know?
Wow. Well, yeah, I mean, in the
I've heard
80s
that
and late
Spielberg
70s, he had all these people around him. And, like, whether he came up with the character of Indiana Jones or not, I mean, he didn't. It's like he was just a component of it. An important one, but, I mean, he wasn't a component.
Yeah.
But what were you saying?
I just think it's weird that, like, somebody who, like, wrote so many good things back in the day, it's like all of a sudden you just kind of. You just think you can get away with anything at some point. But, like,
and just out of touch, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes.
But,
that
like, the new
happens.
Indiana Jones, like, I heard something about, like, Steven Spielberg was saying it's terrible, but he just did it because, like, Lucas. It's like, oh, you know,
Really?
it's my buddy. Yeah, this movie's a piece of shit, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, I hear one of my good buddies, Ben, the director of Shook, this fake slasher.
That looks
movie
really
we're
good,
doing.
by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I haven't seen anything from it.
Looks good.
I'll show you a little bit in piece.
Actually, I got it on my tablet from the show.
Oh yeah, but yeah, what he was talking about, it doesn't really go outside of what, like, people talk about the fridge stuff.
The fridge doesn't bother me.
Well, that's what he was saying. It's part of what, like, Indiana
You're talking
Jones
about the part where
is.
they were in the explosion in the fridge?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that so much.
Well, I mean, I think
what
that-
else was he gonna do? A nuclear bomb? just
maybe
went
not
off.
have that whole scenario. That whole scenario
Yeah.
should have just been scrapped in
I
the
mean,
first
I
place.
think I agree with that in a way. And Ben, he's making an argument, whether you agree with not, is kind of, it has the logic of, well, you know, in the second one, he jumps out of an airplane on.
But doesn't, like, the fridge
Onto a
land in, like, a
onto a
gopher
river,
field
yeah.
again?
Yeah.
What?
Doesn't, like, the fridge land and, like, another one of those CGI gophers pops out? Because there's, like, 18 scenes where the CGI gophers in that movie.
Something like
I
that.
actually don't remember that.
It's best to just abolish
I've never
that movie
seen
from
it.
your memory. Don't
Never
see
seen
it.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But I
don't
like
see it.
Kate Blanchett a lot.
There's worse
A
stuff.
lot.
There's moments in that movie where it legitimately feels like Indiana Jones. There's like
Yeah,
probably
absolutely.
like 10 minutes total, but it actually feels like you're watching an Indiana Jones movie, and then the rest of it's like, just like, what the hell happened? What's going on?
Well, you got to think like, why is he in it?
Yeah.
And he wants to do the next one because he's like, yeah, as long as they kill me,
doing another one.
as long as they kill me, I'm like,
He
and for
said
real,
that?
yeah.
That's cool.
I hope he meant like really kill him.
In
real life. Snuff
Like,
him-
please
snuff
let me
him out.
die making Indiana
Yeah.
Jones 5.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what were you saying?
Oh, just there's worse stuff than the fridge, like the monkey swinging at the end of the movie, the CGI ants. Like I'll take the fridge. Just get rid of that other crap.
Yeah, I mean, if that is, I mean, whatever. That's the fridge, whatever.
I think it's
don't
funny
care.
because like I watched that whole trilogy with someone who had never seen them, never seen those movies, so we watched all of them, and then we watched the fourth one.
Yeah,
And
but they were
even
blind,
too.
too.
But even the person who'd never seen it was just like,
Well, that's sorry.
like, what is this? Like those other ones are awesome. What just happened? Like, why is this
20 years, 20.
Yeah, it's such a weird, like, why you go back to these properties. I understand why they're doing it because it's just like they feel like just deal with
The originals are still they hold up so well.
Sure.
Still, they're
We can
amazing.
take it
Still.
if
I'm
you
not
want.
sure if it's me. It's not
Oh,
me.
not. But no, well, it's also people like companies go back to these properties because they know that's what made them money and it has a nostalgia factor. But I mean, also like, well, if you can go back to it, but give us something decent.
Yeah. I don't think
And it could have been amazing. I mean, I know, like, I purposely haven't watched anything about Prometheus because I didn't know anything about Alien when I saw it for the first time. I just was like, oh, it's a movie about a space adventure.
Well,
I
they
had no idea.
tried to.
And
Yeah, plug it up, yeah.
So I purposely have stayed away from Prometheus trailers.
I've been
But I hear
posting
you
the hell
talking
out of
about it all the
I
time.
can't wait.
Yeah, the
for
trailer's
that.
pretty nice. Like everyone in it,
That
I
new
really
full-length
like.
one? Oh,
Huh?
that new full length trailer.
Oh, I
is
think
just-
I saw it. I'm not sure.
the new one that they do in 2.5 minute
Oh
trailer.
yeah,
is
we
just-
watched some of it.
Haven't seen it.
There's like so
It doesn't
many
really
like,
give
nods.
anything.
Yeah.
I still
There's
just
like a
wanna be
scene though.
surprised, you know?
There's like one scene with like they cut away real quick to like a statue like on the wall, and it's the alien creature. Like it's a statue like of the alien creature. So it's like it's obviously like the DNA that like the raw DNA is like some sort of predestined. It's supposed to be like predestined to turn into that creature or something somehow. But like I don't know. They show like a few scenes in the new trailer where there's like shots of the monster and it's humanoid still.
Yeah.
But it's got like it's kind of has like some of the trademark.
And
alien
you made a
designs in
good
it.
point.
I
when
can't
we-
wait to see that.
You made a good point. I was just talking to you, not in one of the podcasts, but just how it's like it takes the shape of a dog. It looks more,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
and the third
yeah.
one, which is awesome. I
Yeah.
love the third one.
Yeah, the third one's really good.
I would see it again. It's real creepy.
I did the
Like,
same
it's
thing with
very-
that one. Like with I watched all those again with that same person who'd never seen Indiana Jones. We watched all the Aliens because she'd never seen Alien. Watched all
Who
three
is it?
Aliens. My friend Julie. We watched all three Aliens, and then we watched the new one.
Hi, Julie.
Hey, did she listen?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, hi, Julie.
Oh, hi, Julie. But yeah, we watched all three Aliens, and then watched the new one. And again,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. It's like the number 4 is always just kind of.
There's stuff.
Well, the
about
Alien
it, though.
4 is.
The 4 is not too bad. It's what's his name, John.
It's pretty bad. Like I remembered it not being bad, but then watching it again, after
It's
after
very-
watching
It's got
all the
some
other
cool
ones,
stuff
It
in
has
it.
some cool parts.
Like when they go underwater and they, Winona Ryder's character is terrified of having to go underwater when the ship. Am I making that up? Isn't
Well,
the thing leak or something?
Yeah, but the thing about that is they're underwater for literally like 10 minutes, so you're like you would all be
And it's
dead
beautiful.
anyway.
Well, but
Yeah.
It looks
as a film, it's beautiful.
The film looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the same guy who did Amelie and Delicatessen and all those. City of
I
Lost
don't
Children.
remember the story of the movie at all. to
It's
tell
like
you
a
the
clone.
truth.
Yeah.
She gets cloned. Is that,
Oh, that clone scene's cool.
Yeah.
When they go in the
They find
the
all the
lab.
bodies.
Yeah.
the
It
alien
has
with the
parts.
eyeballs look like poop.
Yes.
And it looks
At
weird.
the very end of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that is weird.
It's like it takes away from the whole.
Yeah, it's
But-
just I don't know. Like I like to see it. Like
Sorry,
when they-
buddy.
I like when they take like a franchise and make something good, like the new Predator, the Predators movie,
Which
was
I haven't
amazing.
seen yet.
It's
No, I haven't. Yeah,
so
I've heard
amazing.
good things.
It's pretty much the first Predator. Like it has the
Yeah.
same feeling. It's like they use the original score. Like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah?
it's just a beautifully shot film, and like all the characters are super.
I like
tough.
everyone in
Adrian
it, too.
Brody, I
Yeah.
never would have expected Adrian
He's
Brody
a
to
really
be
good actor,
convincing
though.
tough. Like, he
He's-
acts his way into tough. Like he
Cool.
acts his way.
Yeah.
Tough.
Well,
It's amazing.
his job is to be someone else.
Yeah.
He's an actor. I mean, that's like.
He does a really good job. Like it was an excellent film, and they used all the Stan Winston molds again.
Oh, yeah?
which they
Yeah.
moved away from the past few films they made.
Yeah.
So like the monsters.
God
look
rest
but
his soul.
They had to make two crappy Alien Predator movies to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, it was Alien and Predator. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
Alien
why
vs.
don't you just
Predator.
make them?
First Alien vs. Predator wasn't too bad.
What happened?
She's
Did you-
just looking at us, so I
Oh.
said hello.
Hello. All right. Bizarre.
Sorry.
You are interacting with people?
Yeah, I do it every once in a while.
My God, this world is crazy. Go on. You were talking about
Oh, Alien vs Predator. The first one's not bad. It is what it is.
some
It
bullshit.
has great parts. The story is cool. It's got a cool premise, but it's PG-13.
Oh yeah, that's
which
right.
kills it.
And
then
then
they made the R-rated one, which is just
sexier.
it's terrible.
It means nothing if you don't have any. Like,
Yeah.
just take the humans out. Who cares?
Yes,
Like, do I
exactly.
really care?
They do that
We
in
don't need to
every,
sub
Yeah.
about a
movie.
pizza delivery
Yeah.
guy whose keys get dropped in the sewer.
Oh my god, how's he gonna get away?
It was really
And-
like a subplot. I was like,
yeah.
what?
No, it's just the aliens get really invested in these humans. Like, I don't want to see him die. like, I don't like. I was talking to you about
Transformers.
Transformers. Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you.
I am a fan of the first one.
Well,
The very first one,
That's the
I'm a
movie
fan
you
of
should
the
use
first.
as a. That's the movie you should use as an example.
The
Okay.
other two,
Don't listen
Of
to John
nostalgia?
because he's a fan of the first Transformers. I don't know, man. I can't. I hate that movie.
really?
Yeah. I mean, you're allowed to like it. I don't think less of you as a human being. I don't know, man. Like it's giant robots fighting, and I have no idea what's going on in the one real scene we get to see giant robots fighting. Like, I just feel like you really dropped the ball. I walked away from that movie not understanding what I just watched.
Fair enough.
It's
I
giant
feel that way
robots.
about like this. I feel that way about 2 and 3. I feel like the first one actually had like a pretty decent story. Like,
Yeah.
like it was filmed well. Like the first one took the time to show like transformations. Like the scenes where like they're on the highway going 80
What did
and,
they
like,
do?
It shows the transformations. And then,
You're
like,
right. I do remember that.
Transforming.
Transform? What? But then the second, like 2 and 3 was
Transformation.
just like. It was just like so.
Mhm.
It was like an eye orgy. Where you just don't understand what's going
Like
on.
all
Michael
eyes
Bay's
having
just-
sex with
yeah.
each other.
Michael Bay's just like, you'll never guess what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's incomprehensible.
That's how I feel about the first one too. But I haven't even seen the third one. But out of the first and second one, the first one is better than the second one.
Yes.
By
The
leaps
second
and
Well, I
one
will
is
say
one of the worst
this. I mean, the only reason I would see it is because of Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
That's really
Oh,
my
yeah.
only
Oh, yeah.
my only take. I'm glad they're giving him movies to make.
He's
So-
just a very talented young
He's
man.
great, and he doesn't look like he'd belong on some sort of like entrails of a douchebag. He doesn't believe he'd be like some sort of bag of snot on some
No.
sort of Kleenex, or just even like.
Disturbia was good. I like Disturbia.
No, oh yeah, no, that was great. It was like the granules in my asshole. Like that's what that was.
Not a fan,
That's
I take
what.
it.
No, it wasn't. Because why don't you just see Rear Window and stop,
It is
stop
exactly Rear
jerking
Window, yeah.
yourself on? And it's
Fair
like,
enough.
what's his name? I do like the antagonist in that. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but just like no, I don't because they don't play. Here's the thing: if you want to treat it like a movie. Like, oh, the beginning, like, oh, he loses his dad. Wow, that does. Oh, this sucks. It's bad. All right, where are they going to go with it? Apparently nowhere. No, it's good to know that he lost his dad. Good. All right, check. What does that have to do with everything else? Figure it out, audience. What do we have to tell you?
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Oh, fair
No,
enough.
I mean, and then also it's him being like this little. It's just like Sylvester Stallone at least has muscles and each can give me. I actually think he can act.
Copland.
Copland is
Copland.
great.
Yeah. He's
And
so good in
Cobra.
Copland.
Really,
Tango and Cash.
Well, at
I mean, you
least-
name it.
Last year I finally saw Tango and Cash for
The
the
first
first time.
time?
Yeah, man.
yeah.
That movie's great.
I have to.
That
I,
whole
I haven't
movie-
seen it.
That,
I
really?
still haven't seen it. After
are you doing
you've
today?
been browbeating. No, I'm doing work. I'm doing this. This is work, and I'm doing something else.
Let's hang out. Let's put it on Tango and Cash's
Nope.
background filler.
Nope. I gotta
a
work.
shame.
I gotta use my ears and eyes
That's a shame.
and my penis.
That whole movie is a one-liner. That it's just the whole. It's 90
Mhm.
minutes of one-liners.
Yeah.
Our
It's
favorite
ridiculous.
actors in it: Robert Zadar.
Yep.
I don't
And
think.
Jack Palance and Kurt Russell. I mean,
Kurt Russell's
and
such
Brian
a-
James.
yeah.
Brian
Yeah,
James. Oh,
Brian
He's
James.
a great badass action star, Kurt Russell. I
Yeah.
wish that he had continued to do that.
You know what was really good was Soldier. Nobody saw
I've never
Soldier.
seen
Oh,
Soldier.
with Jason Lee.
Yeah. Like
And
Kurt
him,
Russell
yeah.
got all diesel for it, and like it's actually like a good movie.
He did use a lot of oil and gas. But no, it was. Yeah, I'm sorry. No, he should be in a whole bunch of. I mean, they should get him back to a couple other things, but
Big Trouble in Little China
What?
2.
Yeah, is that coming up?
I don't know. They should. I would make another one of those.
oh, that was weird.
My Australian roommates met Brian Collins of Horror Movie a Day, and Fiona, Australian Adam's Australian wife, said that why is Kurt Russell in our kitchen? When Brian, have you guys seen Brian lately? He's got long.
No, his
hair
hair's
and a
not long
beard.
again.
The last time I saw him, it was long.
He cut it, I thought, just recently.
when he was home.
When?
Uh,
In December?
last time we saw him, he was beardless, wasn't
Yeah, he was beard. I have a picture of him sultrily looking
he?
at me.
Yeah.
okay. However,
He did have a
actually
beard down
looked.
there,
Fiona
but why
walked
is
into
Kurt-
the kitchen and said, "Why is Kurt Russell in the corner of our kitchen?" And Brian was pretty tickled by it. He wasn't. Brian's not he doesn't really get too excited about stuff, but like you could see it in his face. He was very happy to be compared to Kurt Russell.
Oh, I got
as I
Johnny.
imagine anyone
I got
would be.
Johnny
Sure.
Depp from a waitress. Johnny Depp being her downstairs neighbor, who's like Deepak Chopra, looks like him, not the actual Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, but the name. So it's kind of that guy.
I got compared to Fred Ward once. You look like that guy in Tremors.
Yeah. Or Fred Willard, and just kind of
Fred
like.
Willard.
No, yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about Shia LaBeouf and how
Amazing he is.
he's pretty
That's funny
good.
'cause I don't
He's
mind him.
pretty
I think
great.
He's, funny
He's just
as
so
a good
talented.
douchebag.
I think he's dug
He's got
the
a good
cartoon
smug,
as a human
like-
being trying to be a man.
He was in
Like
that-
just trying to grow facial hair and trying to like, I got something. It's like you just like a Ken doll. It's like you don't have any genitalia. What are you doing there?
That's awesome.
He was in that movie though when he was a kid.
Oh, which one? Sorry.
Holes. Is that what it's called?
Was that the State of Life or no?
No. Wasn't he in some TV show?
He was
too?
in like
a
he was in a
talented kid
Disney
actor.
Disney television show. He was one of those genetic freaks that the Disney Corporation brought up. So
He's raised children.
yeah, they pretty much pop him out like nobody's business. But I know my affinity for him knows no bounds.
Yeah, you really hate
so,
him.
well, I mean, you could say that I hate him so much because I love him so much. It comes back around and turns into
circle. I
hate.
gotcha.
But I mean, how can the jealousy just rides up? And he doesn't act like a punk. That's what I love about him. He doesn't seem like he's a guy who kind of like, yeah, he's cool. It's like he's not some sort of douchebag that's just like, why are you hanging out with someone who looks like Megan Fox, let alone in the same area code, like without being having the cops being called on you, just in one case. Really?
I
Is he
talk
really?
about that on my new album actually.
Oh, unzipped.
JB Unzipped.
Unzipped. In zipper form.
In zipper form.
You
Yeah.
just in Morse
The only
code.
way to get it is through zip file format. It's a download, digital download.
Digital download, digital zip, and a zip drive. You need to.
That'd be awesome
Way
if
back
you
in
did
the.
that. You give away on a zip drive in zip format. It's like, this sucks. 18 steps. I can't even open this.
Only 3 people
Just love
have
zip
done it.
drives.
Like they love it though. It's great, but it's just no
work.
one's gonna see it.
Musical masterpiece.
But yeah. All right, everyone
know
here
it.
wants to go get a comic. But if you were to go grab any comic right now, what would it be?
I
Like,
wanted
just
to
if
pick
you
up
had the
that
money.
Banner one you were telling me about.
Oh, Banner?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
if you
think
had,
they have
Banner
it,
is
though.
in the Hulk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they have it though.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Bruce Banner.
it was.
If it's,
yeah.
it might not be a trade. If they might just have a comic, I should look.
They
to see
might,
if they have
yeah.
a
Take a
comic.
look. It might be under the Hulk like miscellaneous, but
Cool.
Brian Azzarello did from 100 Bullets.
I want to read that.
Did I think, what was it, Marvel Max?
Oh, that's right. It was
Hulk.
a Max issue.
I think it was a
wasn't
Max, yeah. So it's and the art. I think
Do
it
they
was
still-
Corbin.
do they
I
still
think it
do
was
the Max
Richard
line?
Corbin did the
I
art.
don't know who that is.
You don't know Richard
I
Corbin?
don't know who Richard Corbin is.
What?
Yeah.
I
You're
know
gonna have to
Corbin
find out who
Burnson
Richard
is.
Corbin is. Corbin Bernstein's pretty good. It's pretty
Get in
good.
front of the damn ball, Dorn. But anyway,
All 80s all the time, or early 90s.
that's all I know.
That's all.
Yeah, do they still make the Max Marvel line? Or is that done?
Yeah, I think it still has some. They really kind of
I
petered
picked up,
off
like,
from
that
it.
Fury, like they made like a Fury series, and it was like
Oh,
Nick Fury
it was
Batman
amazing.
Six, or
You know-
Vincent and Swear.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah,
this is
no-
amazing.
Yeah,
I
I
was
saw
like,
that. That's
This
really
is just
good.
cool to see a grown-up Marvel
Have you seen it?
universe.
Oh, the first one's amazing because
I
he
have the
thinks
whole series.
it's by. Oh, you do?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like banging like prostitutes.
And,
stuff. It was
well, it's him
I
amazing.
like
and
how you
other
had to
people.
whisper that. He was banging that prostitute or something,
Yeah, banging's okay. Yeah, prostitutes,
really.
because there's a series of prostitutes.
and
in
you
the
got
back.
like really shifty and like sketchy looking prostitute.
It's also some trying to be low key, but apparently it's just creepy.
But you add it to yeah, you just kind of sink in and make
prostitutes.
Rubbing my balls and-
prostitute. Yeah, you're like a lizard to get your balls in your abdomen.
Speaking of the
Like,
lizard, you see the new poster for the lizard in the Spider-Man movie?
I haven't seen the poster.
I haven't. It looks
I
terrible.
like him as
Yeah.
a humanoid reptile.
I think it looks retarded.
I guess I would like him as a lizard creature, but I mean, like, I'll see what I'm gonna see where it goes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
We,
look like the comic then.
No.
No, it kind of looks somewhat like the Ditko-y face without like the beak of a lizard or the snout of a lizard. I guess how would you call it? Yeah, like
It's like a dinosaur with Down syndrome, but
kind of.
That,
Actually,
that
yeah.
would be terrifying.
That would
I
be-
mean, they kind of
yeah.
are really stupid anyway.
Yeah.
So you take a
they have that
stupid
strength.
giant creature and
That
give it
strength.
Down
syndrome.
syndrome. Oh no, that's because you don't know what they're gonna do. They're so unpredictable, and just
They
you
just
know,
want to
like,
hug you, but
yeah, you're like oh, too strong.
it's
And
weird.
just
is
you
they
give
do
him
have
cake,
the chromosome,
and
that
then-
extra chromosome that contains super strength.
Yeah.
But apparently there's a downside to it. So
Well,
I'll take the 24, but the 24 comes with a price.
it's not 24.
I thought it was 20. It's 24 chromosomes.
Is it 24 pairs?
24 chromosomes? Yeah.
24 pairs.
Yes. We have 23.
24
That's
pairs.
Yes.
What
All right,
makes
pairs?
pair?
All right, take your pairs.
Mr. What you want me to repeat? What question you asked me today? No.
What question was it?
Oh,
Oh, we're talking about the stars and stuff.
what is a
Stars and
star?
stuff.
What is a star? And I said
Is
me.
that your album? Stars
What is
and
a
Stuff?
star and stuff?
What is this?
No,
No, I
I
felt
am.
like I really don't know. My astronomy is not all that great, and I don't know much about that anyway. So
Don't know much
I was just
about
thinking about that the other day.
mystery.
How bad your astronomy is.
Oh, that's an
knowledge
album.
about
We're
that
just gonna keep
Yeah.
cranking up. How
How
bad
bad
is
is
your
my
astronomy?
astronomy?
And bad as in good.
Yeah.
And it's just a picture of someone on a chalkboard, and just like shrugging, pointing to it with a
Yeah,
stick, just like.
but
I
with the
don't
leather
know.
jacket.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
There you go.
He doesn't care.
Ed. Seriously, how bad is it?
But
Yeah, just
I
all
didn't-
you talking about the stars.
I had to ask Phil what the stars were because I didn't know. I thought they were maybe.
I thought it was
Pretty cute.
adorable. It was adorable. What's a star? It's like, wow, son. It's a ball of gas.
Yeah, what was your answer?
It's a ball of gas.
Tell
It's
me.
plasma.
Hmm.
The
But
ball
I
of
didn't realize
gas.
they were as huge as they are.
They're
That's the
huge.
thing, yeah.
And the
Yeah,
sun.
I mean, the sun's a star.
Yeah, that's
It's just the closest one to us.
closest
Right.
and one of the smallest.
Right.
And there's
See, I
actually.
knew that. I knew the sun was a star, but I was like, I was just wondering if suns were stars. All of
No, he
every star
didn't.
you see was the sun. I did say that. Shut up.
Listen, I'm retarded in so many ways too. I don't know, like math, I'm okay with, but I'm not really that good at it. I don't read as many books as I should. I read a lot of articles, and I read a lot of I don't read as many literary classics as I should. When I do,
How
I
many
like it.
should you read though? You know, like
Well, I guess no, but I mean, if I'm standing on myself, calling myself a pseudo-intellectual, I should read more classics. But
you
calling
shouldn't.
you
You
a
should just
jerk
not
off.
call yourself a pseudo-intellectual.
Smug prick.
good call. I'll just. But then, well,
Hi, I'm Phil Healy, a
Pseudo-intellectual.
pseudo-intellectual.
would you need to say that? Oh, good point. Let me write that down. What do you recommend?
Yeah, because my first question, if you introduced yourself that way, would be like, well, what classic literature are you reading right now?
Well, I'm a pseudo-intellectual.
The Great Gatsby.
I'm not actually an intellectual. The Greatest Gatsby. Don't you mean The Great Gatsby?
No, it's a sequel.
Oh, yeah. It's much better.
1983.
Yeah.
Great guys were trying to take down an international drug cartel.
Cartel, yeah. Oh, using Zelda Fitzgerald's corpse. But yeah, no, that, I don't know, man. I think you want to call it?
Yeah, sure.
It's 2:05. It's not that bad. It's been a good one. We didn't talk about as many poo-poo and papa jokes like daddy.
I kept it clean.
Daddy poop.
Yeah.
Would you name a daddy poo-poo or daddy or poo-poo papa? Would that be the name of some sort of like father of all poop monsters or a poop monster that is also into what's a Haitian voodoo? Would you call it
Sure,
poo-poo
would
papa? What would it look like? Well, how would you draw it?
I
Like
think this is a really personal question.
it kind of is. It's just
Yeah.
kind of like because it also would be it could be like a 70s exploitation. Got like the I'm also thinking of Papa Midnight from
Oh yeah.
Constantine, yeah.
Or Hellblazer, or whatever you want.
Hellblazer, yeah, of course. Yeah,
That's a
Hellblazer
great
was a
movie,
comic
by the
book.
way.
It's a
Constantine
crappy
was-
movie.
Really? You didn't like
Oh,
it?
I didn't like it at
That's
all.
the Keanu Reeves movie.
Yeah, I love it so much.
I wouldn't say that I loved it so much, but I kind of enjoyed it.
Did you ever read?
I never
Oh.
read Hellblazer.
Isn't what's
so
his
that might
tits
be
in
why.
it? Isn't Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah. plays the
Yes!
sidekick.
He's the
That's why
sidekick.
Phil hates it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Disclaimer. Phil
I
hates
actually
it for that
forgot.
reason.
Oh, that kind of is. I do remember him being the driving the taxi.
Yeah.
And the guy who drives the taxi in it is like an older like Brit, and he's British,
Yeah.
obviously. And that's like the. Oh, how can I not?
You gotta make it
writer or
relatable.
preacher. Yeah.
If I suppose
No
if I read
Brits in the
comic,
U.
I'd hate it more, but like I thought it was the way it
The
starts
comic
off
is
with
really
the
good.
exorcism and stuff.
Like-
I thought it was just great.
When also, what's her
cool.
name? You really can't tell what she's doing or what she's a part of. She's great. There are actually some
Rachel
great
Weisz?
people in it. No, Rachel Weisz. Rachel Weisz. You have to get the V in there.
I remember
Weisz.
liking the way it looked. The movie looked cool.
And Gavin Rosdale's in it.
Oh yeah. Doing what?
He's being one of the. He's being one of the demons. He's being one of the demons.
Oh yeah, he's the dude from Bush, isn't he? Yeah.
He's the man. The man
The
from.
dude who played the
Ooh.
devil in that was really good too. I think he would play one of the better devils.
It's
I've seen in the
that's a
movie.
woman.
No, that was Gabriel. That's the other girl. who played
No,
Gabriel.
no, yes, that's Tilda Swinton. But
Yeah,
the
Tilda
guy,
Swinton.
but the person who played the devil was also a woman.
In the comic?
No, in the movie, it's a woman.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's a woman.
It's that Russian guy.
You're thinking Peter Sosmer or Sosmer.
He always plays the
Skarsgård.
Russian guy.
No, he played opposite of Steve Buscemi in Fargo.
Yeah.
But it was
was the
him,
devil.
and then there was he was like the other. He wasn't like the devil. There was
No,
the other
he
devil.
was the devil
But
devil.
no, the other devil
The devil.
wasn't the devil. He was this other. He was like almost ancillary guy. He was like the devil, but not the full guy in charge. And the person who was the devil was this woman who kind of looked like a man, like Tilda Swinton-esque. But I almost convinced you.
No, I was like, wait a minute.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Sorry, no.
You kind of had me going.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I don't remember.
Sorry.
I've seen that movie
Yeah, I don't
1,000
really
times.
remember. Yeah, you really 1,000?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I don't
No.
have a lot to do.
But that movie overall,
It's all day.
If
every
someone
day.
calls you, it's like, I need someone who's
Yeah,
watched this 1,000.
Constantine's
I
on.
can't do it.
It's like, hey, you want to come over, baby? You have Constantine on? No, I don't have cable.
Sorry, I can't do.
I'm just gonna hang out here and watch Constantine.
It's a constant, Constantine.
You have 7 TVs in your house, just
Just
all.
all of them at the same time.
And they all make the big picture of Keanu Reeves. But what was it my...
That is the big picture.
yeah,
Keanu Reeves
is the big picture. Not
Which
the movie
Bill and
with
Ted's
Nick.
3 they're talking about.
Which
Hopefully
is
it gets made.
awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
It's awesome because Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves have both confirmed that they're like ready to do it.
That
Like,
they're
they
old
wanna
enough to do it. Then,
No George Carlin, which is kind of sad.
Which is too bad.
But
They can bring him
as
back.
long as they don't replace him, I'll be happy. If like they maybe
well,
like,
then, why wouldn't they, though?
I,
Well,
don't know,
they
I think
could
it'd be
say
cool
he-
if they're like he
They
died.
He
say
died,
he's
yeah,
a
his
different
character died.
guy. I mean, because they're all different. Like, as Rufus,
He was like a
and then there's...
time warden or something,
Yeah.
kind of. So
Keep it down in their time.
Maybe he had another protege they don't know about
Yeah.
or something.
That's how they explain
I just
it.
don't wanna-
Maybe he had another protege.
I don't want
who
another
didn't know
switch.
about
Just
it.
like-
Maybe, I don't know. They just did it.
Yeah, I'm personally disappointed Alex Winter hasn't had a bigger career. Though.
He's amazing.
I think he's
I
great.
got to meet him. A few
Um,
times.
I remember
Also,
that.
The
Yeah.
Idiot
He's a nice
Box
guy.
or Idiot Box was the sketch show he had on MTV.
Oh yeah,
It's
I don't-
like
I don't remember that.
or late '80s, early
I
'90s.
should go and watch Freaked.
Yeah, Freaked is
Freak
awesome.
is great. It was
Yeah.
him
Dude,
and
Dog
one of the
Boy,
writers
just like the
from
leg that comes up out of nowhere and scratches behind
Keanu
you.
Reeves. That was Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is Dog Boy.
He's Dog Boy. He's
I
uncredited. Yeah.
didn't remember that. That's cool.
Brooke Shields
Yeah.
or
And,
Randy
uh,
Quaid.
T.
Randy
Mr.
Quaid's in
T,
it.
yeah.
Isn't
Bobcat
Bobcat?
Goldthwait.
Bobcat
Yeah.
Goldthwait is in it.
Mr. T. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I used to be a hammer. No,
I
I'm a-
just pinched
You
my
right?
nerve
I was
laughing.
getting old, right?
Yeah. I'm dying.
just right
Slowly
there.
decaying.
Dying.
We laugh. JB, going to
JB,
cardiac arrest.
yeah,
Next
let's,
on live from the hospital.
That'd be awesome.
Let's just end. Just the doctor comes in awkwardly. Your
Pizza
friend.
Prince dies of high cholesterol. Whoa!
It's a sad day
coincidence?
in Pizza Realm. Pizzeronia.
Pizzeronia.
And now that the prince has fallen, we'll take our forces and sack the king.
It's broccoli land.
But then,
Trying to invade.
but then your brother Nick has to come out of hiding. There's another. I am the true heir to the throne. I would watch that.
We should really
epic
make an
pizza
animated-
trailer.
yeah.
I would make a live action pizza. It would be
Can we
like
do
more. Yeah, it'd be Game of Thrones with pizza. Pretty
awesome.
much.
Shit.
Peter Dinklage plays like a mozzarella stick.
Would
Just
Would you have it? Would they fight pre-existing franchises like the Burger King and
Whoa.
Oh, I'm not even
Maybe
thinking about
maybe
that.
Like a crossover.
wow, that would be like the Burger King. Like,
Pizza King versus Burger King.
we've heard about your pizza in our land, and we just don't like the sound of it. Please remove yourselves before we are
Those
forced
weird,
to.
Didn't Burger King have those weird little burger, like the burger? No, I think that was McDonald's too. They had the Burger Bandits or something.
Oh
the
yes,
Hamburglar.
Hamburglar. And they had little chicken McNuggets that talk.
Yeah, all right.
Well,
that'd be cool. We could have a whole fantasy Pizza King land.
I
yeah,
say we make that.
right now.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. you heard it
Wasn't
first.
as
Oh,
good
that
as I
was fun,
thought.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, on to Project 2.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Ramones record. People are carrying out records from here. Yeah, they're
All right,
actually.
guys, it's time to buy some.
Your
comics.
time-
It
all right,
really
fine.
is.
Oh,
we're
buying
going-
some comics
Yeah,
now.
it
Cool.
really is.
All right, guys. This has been Talk Talk.
Talk talk.
Thank you very much. We've been at Comically Speaking. Thank you, Comically Speaking, for having us.
JB.
Anything you want to plug?
Plug some stuff.
Oh, JB, thank you for
My
coming.
hair.
Oh, 'cause
Oh,
he's bald.
because he's bald, and I have a luscious set.
Yeah,
You
you
have
do
locks
rub that
that
in
just
our
go on
face.
for days.
Yeah.
Well, I do literally rub it in their
It
face.
smells nice too. He just wafted it in my hair.
I did. Does it?
Yeah.
I didn't watch
That's always
it.
good to know.
I meant it smelled like feces.
I haven't.
It's horsehair implanted.
Do you still use shampoo on your scalp?
Yeah.
Being a bald guy, yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
why wouldn't
It's,
you? You
well, I
gotta-
don't know. I guess why is it for your scalp? Do they make special soap for your scalp? I always feel weird
Soap
doing
dries
it, but I
your skin
still
out,
do
so,
it.
yeah.
I actually envy you guys
Yeah.
because it's shower easy. You're shower ready.
Shower ready.
Yeah, but it kind of sucks. Like, I hate. You know what I hate is when people come to rub your bald head and you're like, I wouldn't do that because I've been sweating in it.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's all
have any hair, so just
greasy.
Well,
Well,
who
yeah, it's
comes
like,
to who comes to rub your?
Everybody all
Everybody.
the time.
I've known you guys for so long. I've never.
Well, you
have I
turn
ever?
them off, you know?
This is true. You're trying to rub my hair. And then I proceed to ejaculate.
Yeah.
Well, as expected.
Do you often get confused? Do people say to you, John, I saw you the other day. I called your name. You didn't respond.
No.
And you're like, no, that was some other bald dude.
No.
That happens to me all the time.
What?
Yeah, all the time.
You guys all look alike.
We do. Yeah.
You just put it's all JB's like lined up. Yeah, he was bald. He was kind of like, what?
The good thing is
you
we
pick
can
him out?
stuntman for each other anytime we need it. So.
That's true.
Hey, John. You turn around. JB, what?
What if he's got a cigar and an eye
Yeah,
patch?
yeah,
though?
yeah. Well, I don't. Well, where'd he go? Oh, all right. Nothing to plug though.
Oh, I don't know. Do we have
Yeah, your website,
anything coming? Actually, I don't have a website anymore. I
What?
deleted that motherfucker.
Did you?
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't doing anything. I didn't have the time.
We didn't do. Yeah, you
I
didn't
didn't have
put
the
it.
time to work on it. I had a
Yeah.
really lofty goal.
Yeah, you
but
did.
I wasn't. I
What
wasn't
are
good
you-
about actually building it.
What are you
So,
using now as your main source of?
I just whatever. I don't know.
Throw out some plugs for yourself, man. Where are you? Where can people find you
Jeez,
online?
you can find me. You can see my
Pressure,
videos
pressure,
on Vimeo. You just type in my name, JB Sapienza. I think
JB
I have it
Inks,
as
I think.
JB Inks TV on Vimeo.com, maybe. I have a Tumblr, JB Garlic Bread.
Oh, what do you do on that one?
I just post stuff up that I think is fun or cool.
Yeah. Oh, covered. Talk about.
There's
Oh, yeah.
Rejected by
Rejected.
Covered, which is there's a pretty famous blog called Covered, where artists from all over the world will do their rendition of a classic comic book cover. Like Fantastic Four #1 is one that comes to mind that's been done a bunch of times. And the guy who runs that blog, Robert Gooden, I think his name is, if he likes it, he'll put your cover of a famous comic book cover up on the blog, put the original next to it. He calls it Covered. Very clever. A friend of mine from the internet, Josh Blair, who has Candy or Medicine, which is a underground comic book anthology, submitted a cover and got rejected, and he felt bad. He wanted to put it out somewhere. About a month later, I got rejected. So we decided that we would start a blog called Rejected by Covered. So the only way you can be on that blog is if you submitted your cover to Covered and were rejected. And in fact, Robert Gooden, the guy who runs Covered, was our first post because he rejected one of his own
That's awesome.
illustrations.
That's pretty cool.
It was really cool.
He had a
gave
good
us
sense
his
of humor.
blessing
But,
and, yeah. And we actually get some really good covers that are rejected.
Yeah,
Like,
they're kind
sometimes
of-
they're better than the ones that are uncovered.
Yeah,
I
that's
said
true.
it.
I went to Covered is amazing too. Pat Kelly, who actually will plug.
Pat
in-
Kelly's a good friend of ours that
Yeah.
we've collaborated with a bunch of times in the last 3
I was
years.
so excited to meet him a few weeks ago. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
really
You're
dumb.
such a
Pat
nerd.
Kelly.
He's like, it's Pat Kelly. He's just like, all right, man. It's cool. What's going on? How you doing?
Yeah, he's
He
a
makes
really
you kiss his
low-key.
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, like kiss the ring. No, he's a really great artist, and he does Sunday morning breakfast. Oh no, what's
What's
it
for
called?
breakfast?
What's for breakfast? I'm sorry, on Sunday mornings,
Yes.
which will be coming out tomorrow. But for
Oh,
you
oh.
guys, it'll be next week.
Although now that's being printed in the Weekly Dig. It's
Oh,
actually
is it?
printed.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
you see it on Tuesday, which is weird because
Yeah.
I've already seen the strip for almost a week
Yeah.
before.
Oh, all right.
So anyway, I'm sorry. Rejected by Covered, blogspot.com. If I think that's what it is, I have no
Okay.
idea.
Oh, just look it up online,
Just
like
look it up,
rejected by
jerks.
Covered.
Yeah.
Google that. And Dan Wilder.
Dan Wilder.
Dan 13 or
Daniel 13, where
Daniel
he
13.
spells it with a 1 and a 3, where the I and the
Leech
first E would
speak.
go. I think
That's
Yeah.
confusing.
it's yeah. Sorry, Dan, it's too confusing.
Yeah.
Daniel 13 though.
Oh, careful
Sorry
there,
about
buddy.
that. That's how strongly I feel about Daniel 13.
Kicking stuff.
He's a really talented illustrator who did the cover last year for Free Comic Book Day for My Name Is Jonah.
Oh, we've got that coming out soon.
Which that'll be coming out.
www.mynameisjonahfilm.com.
Yep.
We have the new Free Comic Book Day coming on May 5th, and Dan Wilder actually did the cover again. You heard it here second.
21st. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's coming up. Huh?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that the other day. I have to do something.
You do, yeah.
I have a
you
couple of
this
things
whole-
to
You
do.
and I have
Again,
a fucking
I have a
night
couple of
of-
things to
yeah.
do.
We have
If
a
you
night
need
of
me,
passion.
laying out comic books on each other,
But
whispering.
weirdly enough, Dan Wilder is kind of my brother-in-law, sort of, maybe. I've been
Oh,
dating.
I thought they were married.
Well, he is
yeah,
married
okay.
to
All
my
right.
girlfriend's sister. I've been dating my girlfriend for seems like forever.
On record.
6 years,
Yeah.
I think. So I've known Dan that entire time.
I consider you guys married. Is
Oh,
that
yeah?
bizarre?
That
Like
is a
I
little
didn't.
bizarre.
When you told me that, I'm like, oh, what? Like, oh yeah, you are. It is your brother-in-law.
Huh.
I'm like, no.
That's funny.
Well, it's not a bad thing. I
No,
just
no, no.
consider it is a bad thing.
Dana
It's
has
horrible.
the ability to be a wonderful girl sometimes.
Aw. Well, that's everybody. I would say that the monk who actually texted me about bringing home a chicken kebab salad, not for her, but so you can chuck it at the neighbor. But that's just what we do.
Nice.
It's part of our Saturday tradition. But who else do we know we can... I mean, I know you have a lot of people I forget that we work with all the time, that like artists. And also, Pat Kelly did the credits for Vampire, a short. We
did an awesome job on that.
It was amazing. I collaborated. No, I told him what to do. I'm like, let's do this, and he drew it perfect. He did it to a T to what we were looking for, and it tells another different story. Like at the end, at least I hope it does.
It does. Yeah, it totally does.
That's what's pretty
awesome. Can you see
Vampire
anywhere online?
You can't, not at the moment, because it's being submitted to festivals. So I want to keep it low key.
Really fucking good.
It's fun. I like it.
It's
It's
really
shot
good.
by Adamant and or Ent. I'll say and trying to think who else we can plug right now. To that, Boston Comic Con 2012 is happening April 21st and April
you guys
22nd.
are covering that too, right?
We're covering some of the
You going
panels
with us?
there,
I'm going there.
Cool.
I definitely want to go this year.
and covering some panels there, and also we did the commercial for it
Didn't
this
see
year.
it.
What?
Nothing.
What? Covering them in
Covered
semen.
yeah.
Obviously.
That would be a big. That'd be a lot of work. That'd just be-
It would take all of us.
over there. It's just like a construction job, and we just have a foreman telling us what, like, no, how many times have you been coming today? I'm sorry, like 13. Get back out there.
I went to
union job.
I went to a bar for like I never go to bars, but I went to a bar a couple weeks ago and saw. Let's see if you guys can read that.
What?
I saw this carved into the table that I was sitting at.
Bukkake?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Australian Adam and I sat down and like that was right in front of me, bukkake. So then I was showing Dana the picture, and
Did she know what it was?
no, she had no
Of course,
idea.
of course.
So you
Which
just show
makes
her.
sense.
Yeah.
I explained it to her.
Because-
I didn't
Well, see,
Let
a
me show you.
Japanese woman would be buried in her head up to her neck in sand, and she'd be facially humiliated.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Let me show you.
all right.
So, yeah,
Well, all right, shall we, guys? Just like 20 people come in. CUM. But yeah, that's. I'm trying to think. Anyone else we got? Vache Arabian for LonelyReviewer.com, who I'm gonna have on the show at one
You
point.
say that all the time.
I know I do, but Vache, come on the show. Come on the show.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's a trap. Ooh, and John is Armenian, so you can talk about
Yeah, we can talk about
the
genocide.
genocidal
How much we hate
brothers.
Turkish people.
Yeah, I love the Turks. They're part of the EU. Or kind of. They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. So that Vache Arabian, Matt Kroll, and Steve Bouja, part of Same Night Movie Tonight. They have a podcast. And Matt Newcomb, what was the name of the podcast he was doing?
I honestly
forgot.
don't remember, unfortunately.
Let me look it up right now. But
It was like I don't know. There's something about them coming on you and you coming on them.
Yeah.
and yes, you made the.
But isn't that the name of their like "Come on everybody" or am I just making that up?
I think you're making
I think
that
you just
up.
say what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Or have happen to you on the ride home.
Yeah. Come on,
Come
you.
on everybody.
Come on me. All right. Hey, everybody, we've been coming on everybody. Oh, and hold
Next
on.
I'm coming on
Oh,
everybody.
Someone gets came upon.
they,
Oh, well, makes sense.
I didn't
I
see
like
it
the show. It has
coming.
good continuity.
They keep it real. I'm trying to. All right, let's see what we got. All right, someone's got to do something. I'll say something before to fill in the gap.
Gap.
Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, Matt Newcomb. What is it? The name of it is. Damn it! Did he leave a
He did, actually.
podcast? I'm on.
Check your comments if it's not.
Oh, it's right. Oh, wait, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just waiting on us.
Oh
folks.
yeah, Sketchy by Ryan Clegg, and Clegg is Clagg. Sketchy, that's SKETCHY by Ryan Clegg, and I guess Matt is on that with Ryan. I haven't listened
That's
to
a
it yet.
great name.
Let's talk about doing like a-
Ryan Clegg,
CLAGG.
Clegg. Yep.
We might have a podcast
Clegg.
crossover
Yeah.
here.
It's like, huh?
Might have a podcast crossover.
Oh, there you go.
That's what
Cross
you're
in the
saying.
crosshairs.
Oh, Sean Harder.
Yeah, Sean
He's somebody
Harder.
who's we haven't shown his work yet for My Name Is Jonah, but he's been doing some behind the scenes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
fucking
artwork.
talk to him like
Yeah.
every now and then. Like I'm starting to like post stuff
His
on his
stuff is
page
awesome.
like
He's an
he
awesome dude. Yeah.
He posted like some thing
His
of like
beats,
a fake
we've used
stuff
the beats
action
before.
figure from the movie The Stuff.
Oh,
And I was
really?
like, dude, you should make
Yeah.
a chocolate chip Charlie one because like
Now, what did he say?
he was just like that's awesome.
He's gonna do a Jonah action figure.
That
actually,
is
for
awesome.
The,
Oh,
for the fan
cool.
art site, yeah.
I got a. What was it?
My name is JonahFilm.com.
What was the last one?
New promos, new stuff coming out. Jonah is going to take over the world this year. I mean, probably not, but
No,
the movie will be
Jonah
good.
the person, or
Jonah, he's gonna take a lot to get him ready,
Yeah,
get him out.
he's ready to go though. He is ready personally to take over the world at this point.
Wow.
He keeps emailing me about stuff lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I had that, and I'm trying to think who else.
Jonah.
Hey, brother.
Oh, Jonah, you are a delight. All right, I think that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing else. Asylum Studios, Biz, I Hunger Productions.
You know, us.
He doesn't want any more work.
Actually, give me work.
Please, I need to feed
Actually,
myself.
don't give me any work. I need to practice my next
Yeah,
skills.
there you go. And yeah, that's it. We'll be doing some more stuff. Check us out sometime in the future and snipple away.
Later. Bye.
Be on.